My name is Rakas. I'm a magician, and please excuse my accent. I'm not from here. I'm from Louisiana.
Clearly.
And you're gonna love my show, hopefully. And I just came all the way from Europe, and that's where my accent is from. So hopefully you understand everything what I'm saying. If not, I'm sorry. Where are you from?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Welcome to Arkansas. You love it here?
Sure do.
Awesome. What's your name?
Amy.
Amy. Nice meeting you, Amy. Amy, you know what? I'm from Lithuania, and I've noticed one thing in Arkansas and U.S. in general. People are very into technologies. They love new stuff. They're always looking for new stuff. And I just found out yesterday about this amazing app. It's crazy. It's called, Amy, it's called Google Images.
Incredible. You're welcome, sir.
And you know what's crazy, Amy? You can type in anything, and it's here. It shows up. But the best part is people, they didn't know that, but if you scroll down, there's more. Amy, I want you to just say stop anytime. I'm going to scroll down and you say stop anytime.
Stop.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. We have like 20 different drinks. I'm going to go like this and you say stop anytime.
Stop.
Okay. We have, seems like orange juice with ice. And Amy, here's the crazy part. You can actually, if you use Google Images the right way, you can actually just kind of take it out like this.
Delightful.
And it looks like orange juice. Yeah.
That's awesome. Did you see that, Jay?
Can you take a sip and make sure it's is it orange juice?
Orange juice.
Yes, $5. Yes, thank you. Let's do this. What's your name?
Jesse.
Jesse, have you ever met before? No. And you look very happy about that for some reason.
That's my dad.
That's your dad.
And this is my me too.
Jesse, I want you to take this book. Go through the pages, and make sure they're all different. They're not the same. Look at the words. They're all different, yes? Fantastic. And what's your name? Roxanne. I will try to influence you in a second. In a second, I'm going to ask you to think about one playing card, okay? Don't think about anything just yet. I'm going to ask you in a second. And I will try to read your mind in a second. So open to any page. Make sure I don't see it. Let's say if there's cameras here, make sure nobody sees it. So just you, okay? And remind me how to say your name. Jesse, okay. Jesse, would you like to change your page number? Would you like to change the page? You're keeping this one? Are you sure? Okay. Jesse, please change. I mean, it's up to you. I don't want you to regret and thinking, oh, I wish I changed. So this is the one you're keeping or you're changing, Jesse? Okay. That's not good. Okay, doesn't matter. No, Jesse, yeah, keep it. And I want you to look at the words. They're all different, yes? Yeah. I want you to choose one word. Make sure it's a long word. Make it challenging for me, okay? You got it? You have one word? Okay, how many letters does it have? Is it long enough? Are you reading the book? Okay, it's a long word, right? Would you like to change? Close the book. Make sure I didn't see it. Close. Yes, fantastic. Give me the book. And remember the word. Okay, remember. Don't forget it. Roxanne. Yes.
Don't put on that dress, John.
Red or black? Red or black?
Red.
Red. Perfect. Red, we have numbers and faces. Which one are you choosing? Face or number?
A number.
A number. Perfect. That's really good. We have from 2 to 10. Which one?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah. 7. So it's a red 7.
Yes.
Heart or diamonds?
Heart.
It's crazy because there's one card upside down over here. And you could have said any number, any suit, right? And you said 7 of diamonds, right?
Hearts.
Marvelous. What illusion.
Jesse, I'm going to read your mind. Let's do this. I want you to think about the first letter. And we've never met before, right?
Right.
We have no idea what's about to happen. We've never met. Okay, think about the first letter. Is it A?
No.
It's not A. Is it B? That would be cool, right? That's an S.
No.
That would be great. No, but there's an S inside, like in the middle of the word.
No.
Are you sure? Can you tell what is the first letter? Just the first letter.
J.
J. It's interesting because I see stone. Does it have anything to do with the word you're thinking of? Stone. Yes or no?
Yeah.
It has something to do with the word. Okay, I want you to think about the whole word. I'm going to write it down. For the first time, out loud, what is the word that you're thinking of?
Jackhammer.
Sorry?
Jackhammer.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I got a graveyard. That was a different word, right?
Right.
Wow, where are you from?
Four those.
That's really interesting. I've never experienced this before. Can I join you? Can you join me on stage? Yeah, big round of applause.
The mentalist has met his match.
Let's do this. It's really hard to connect with you a little bit, maybe because I'm European and Europeans are all super, super weird. So maybe that's why.
Every European I've met is super weird, so fair enough.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I have a gift for you that I brought all the way from the office.
A treat. Yes.
The office over there. Okay. So this is for you. Nothing to do with the trick. But let's do this. Let's choose one more page and let's try a different way. Okay. This time it has to be really random, Jesse. So I'm gonna go through the pages like this, and you say stop anytime. Just say stop anytime. A little bit faster. Okay. Let me stop. Also, can you stand the same distance from me as I'm standing from you? It's funny, Europe, I promise. I promise. It's so funny, Europe.
It's funny here too.
Just say stop anytime. Okay, here I put the card, and let's do this. I want you to remember the page number. Don't say it, just remember the page number this time. Okay, got it?
Our rainbow pen is doing well.
You see a page number? And remember the first word underneath the page number. You got it? Don't forget. You want to take a look one more time? Don't change your mind? Would you like to change? Okay, perfect. Hold the book. And this time I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. Hold your hand like this towards me. Like that. This has nothing to do with magic. It feels so nice. I've been on the road. And it's crazy because you know it has nothing to do with magic, but you're still holding his hand. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you like it too. That's cool. Yeah. That's your dad.
And mine, no.
And yours,
That's
yes.
mine.
Let's do this. Okay. This time was really easy. For the first time, what is the page? 424. Thank you. 424. Okay, I like it. Yeah. You know what? But let's make it a little bit more impressive because I can even see a word there, and I will make it disappear. Okay. So hold the book, and now watch this. 424. It is no longer there. Take a look.
It's him.
Do you see a page 424, Jesse? And you know what's crazy? Usually when people see this, they start to clap, but... But here's the crazy part, Jesse. Inside Sour Patch, there's something that you might find interesting.
The page is in there.
The page is in there.
Food!
Dude, eat it! Yes! Oh, I'm so excited for treats!
Do you see that? Hold it like this. And Jesse, is this a page 400? 424?
Yes.
Let's make some noise for Jesse. Thank you so much. Thank
And
you.
some love
Big
for
old
Jeffery.
round. And you know what? I've been doing magic for a few years, and I'm gonna tell you 9 secrets that every magician uses in the world. And I'll do it by doing one of the oldest tricks in the world, which is a rope trick. And this represents how much you're gonna learn. This is how much you're gonna. This is how much you're expecting to learn, and this is how much you're actually going to learn. I'm sorry. Wrong rope.
It's fine.
This is how much you're gonna learn. 3 ropes.
I want to learn the most.
One goes here. Yep. Catch it. Catch it. Yep. Make sure. Yep. You catch it. One goes here, and the last one goes here. If you catch the rope, make sure they're real. There are no magnets, no trap doors. Everything is good about the. Yeah, you can pull it, try to connect it.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Everything is good. Yes.
Perfectly normal, bro.
That's perfect. What's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Everything is good.
Yeah.
Throw me a rope, please, Sarah. Round of applause to Sarah. Yes, thank you. And you are?
John.
John. Hi. Throw me the rope, please, John.
Sorry.
It's gone. And you are?
My name is President Fox.
President Fox.
Yes, I
Are
am
you
running
current-
for president.
Congratulations.
I am from 1,000 years in the future.
That's great.
Yes, thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Is it everything is good with the rope, Mr. Fox?
It appears to be a magical snake.
It is a magical snake.
Yes, just
Are you
like
gonna
his
keep
magical
it
snake.
or are you gonna throw it to me? Throw me the rope, Mr. Fox.
I think I should keep it. What do you think, Mr.
I
Labrador?
mean, you're a president. You should serve for the country, not to keep it, right?
Well, but you're not one of my voters, and I only serve my voters, my friend.
Oh, I will vote for you in 1,000 years.
Ah!
Yes, thank you.
Marvelous,
Thank you.
well done.
So 3 ropes, and this is what magicians do all around the world. They use 9 rules, and rule number 1, magicians they use optical illusion, right? We see that we have a long rope, we have a middle rope, and a short one. But if you put the ropes just like this, it creates an illusion that all of the ropes are actually the same length. But this is just an illusion. Thank you.
Illusion.
It is an illusion. But you know what? Rule number 2 always says that magicians let the audience examine magic
Yes.
stuff. So, Jesse, I want you to pull the ring and take it. Make sure there are no holes. Everything is good, right?
Yeah.
Everything's perfect. No holes. Jesse, how about this one?
Indeed.
So 1 ring, 2 ropes, and all you have to do is follow the ends of the ropes. And number 3 says you never trust the magician because all you had to do is follow the middle. 1 rope, 1 ring. Oh, thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. 1 rope, 1 ring. I'll make a nice tight knot. And rule number 4. Magicians, they always do magical gestures. And nothing happened. No, but it's all about misdirection.
That's
It's
his
all
wife.
about misdirection. Now I'm going to take the ring and put it through the rope. Are you ready to see it, how it goes through the rope?
Yes.
Jesse, yes?
Indeed.
Watch this.
The best illusion of the night.
I think it is the best, you know?
Indeed.
Maybe if you watch it one more time, you'll be impressed. Watch this, Mr.
I
Fox.
love it.
Yeah.
I
You know what?
it
We're
like-
back
I
to
know he
optical
knows exactly
illusions.
how to get big ropes through small holes.
This is misdirection again. Now I'll do it
His
one more
wife.
time. But you know what? The easiest way to take the ring off of the rope is by untying the rope. That's the easiest way. The most hard way to take the rope, to take the ring off of the rope, is when there are no. Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you. Mr. Jesse, can I ask you to just say stop anytime? A little bit faster. Okay.
Sometime
Let me
this century
start.
would be great.
Let me start, okay?
No.
Stop.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
We're back to optical illusion. It creates an illusion, Jesse, that there's one rope just like this. And one rule before the last one is magicians, they always use imagination. And here I have 2 ropes. And last rule says magicians always finish the trick the same way they started. So here I have a long rope, a middle, and a short. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Question. Would you like to learn one magic trick?
Yes, I would,
Yes.
please.
Yes, Mr. President. You will need it when you're in the office.
Yes, I will.
100%.
I
You
will be
better
using
learn
so
now.
many magic tricks,
And,
including the creation of
let's
money out
do
of nothing.
this.
Correct.
Can you remind me your name, please?
Sarah.
Sarah? Can we make a big round of applause to Sarah when
Sarah!
she joins me on stage? A big round of applause to Sarah. Hello? Where are you from?
Hampton.
From Hampton?
Yeah.
In New York? Oh, Arkansas. Still fancy, right?
Not
A
really.
little bit less.
I love your honesty. Sarah, right? Am I saying it right? My name is Rockus. Sarah, we're gonna do a card trick for everybody. And then I'm gonna tell you and everyone how to do it. So you can do it at home for your family. So before I start, we need to make sure that all of the cards are different. They're not the same, right?
Oh,
They're all
different.
different.
Right.
Perfect. And we have to shuffle the cards, right? We have to shuffle the cards. So it's interesting that people shuffle cards differently all around the world. In India, they shuffle like this. It's called Hindu shuffle. In Las Vegas, in Taiwan,
Whoa.
Japan, Alaska.
Wow. Incredible.
Europe,
Marvelous.
in Eastern Europe. We're very slow, you have no idea. Yeah? Guinness World Record holders, they shuffle like this.
Indeed.
You just saw 5 years of my life. Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful. And life well lived, my friend.
Government. So, Mr. Fox, you better pay attention. This is
I'm
how
paying.
government does it. Watch this.
Absolutely. Only when the other presidents are in charge.
You better learn
On my
now.
presidency, I shall not do that.
So, Sarah, we need to choose a random card. So, just say stop anytime.
Stop.
Okay. Grab the card. Show to everybody. Except me. Don't show to me. No matter what happens, don't show to me. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna blow a balloon. Okay, I'm gonna blow a balloon.
My favorite.
Show it to everybody, and if you saw what the card is, make sure you make a big round of applause. If you saw the card, yes.
Yes.
Now we have to shuffle it like this. And Sarah, please stand here and hold your hand like this up in the air. Hold those cards. You can use both hands. And I'll look at this.
Do I need to use that?
If you want to. Mhm. It's inside. Thank you. Now the hard part, no, wait. The hard part, Jesse, the hard part is to bring it back. Watch this. It's back.
That was a marvelous audio illusion, my friend.
Okay, I'll do it one more time since we have some people that don't believe. Okay, I'll do it one more time. Watch this. Watch.
I believe it.
It is inside. And there's one way to...
Now pop the balloon. I want to see.
Yes, pop it, yes. Fantastic.
Is that
Fantastic.
Kill the person.
As promised, I'm going to tell you how it's done, and you have no idea. It's actually so easy. I've been looking to do a trick, to learn the trick. That would be so easy to teach. And this is the one.
I'm ready.
So, Sarah, you chose a card.
Mhm.
You showed it to everybody.
There's everybody.
And I use what is called in magic misdirection.
His wife.
It's called misdirection. When you were showing the card, I said, guys, can you make sure that you clap if you see the card? It's misdirection because people, when they're clapping, when they're laughing, they don't pay attention to what's happening on stage. And this is what was happening. I looked to Sarah and I said, put the card on the top. And she did. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah. So this is how it looks without misdirection. Put the card on the top. Put the money in the bag. Face down. Now, Sarah,
It's a robbery.
come a little bit closer so they can see you. Yeah. And this
Yes.
is what happened. I misdirected the audience one more time. I said, raise your hand. So raise your hand. And when you did that, everybody was paying attention to your hand. And at this moment, I stole the top card.
Indeed you did, my friend.
This is how stealing
palming
looks
That's what
in
this is
slow
called.
motion. Look at this. Take it out. Watch this. Sarah, hold it.
Incredible.
Mr. Fox.
Yes.
I will vote for you.
Oh, well, I will have to make you a citizen before then.
No.
Dual
worry.
citizen?
I
Dual
know
citizen?
some people. And then
Well,
all I
perhaps
have
we
to
can
do,
help with that.
all I have to do is grab this card and hold it behind
How dare you. I shall not commit election fraud.
the balloon, just like this.
Oh.
And this is my favorite part. I was acting. I pretend that I'm taking the card and putting it inside the balloon, but I was doing nothing. It was already behind the balloon.
Due to his wife, Miss
And then,
Fortune.
when I pop the balloon, all I have to do is just do this move, and it creates an illusion that it was already inside. Look at this.
Ah,
Just like that.
I love learning magic.
Thank you. Round one to Sarah. Come on. Thank you, Sarah. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. Who will try to do this effect?
Me?
Who? How many people?
Me.
Five people. 6,
Me.
7.
I want to go.
Perfect. I will tell you. First time you do it, you will probably have an issue. I had it too.
An issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's you.
People will see through the balloon. Don't ever use a blue balloon or green balloon or red one. Always have a black balloon, okay? I did it 5 times and people were not impressed. I'm like, something is wrong. Always have a black or brown balloon. Sounds good?
Yes.
If you don't have one at home, I improved the trick. I'll show what I mean. I'll sign the card. 2013, my signature.
Your
And here's
name
what you
is
do.
2013?
Here's what you do. Use a transfer balloon. Just hold it like this, so nobody can see. But if somebody sees like that, so
Beautiful. Marvelous!
Sarah, this is for you. It's $5.
Her tab's on me tonight.
Can I actually have a basketball?
Is it crazy? I have no idea how this is happening. No idea.
Physics has some idea.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Let's do this. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a wallet in you?
Yes, I have a car.
Yes or no?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Perfect. That's the correct answer. Can you take it out,
Can
please?
I?
And you know what? Can you? What is your name?
John.
John.
Yes, and the
John,
person
could you
that
please
gives
join me on
simply
stage
donates
with your
money
wallet?
to the party. Thank you. No, I'm
Sorry.
just joking.
Could you join us on stage, Mr. John, with your wallet, please? Can we make a big round of applause for John?
Oh,
John.
I'm gonna steal a bullet.
Easy.
Yes, steal a bullet.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
I'm really, really good. John, where are you from?
Fort Worth area.
Okay, from Texas. Fantastic. John, we've never met before. You don't know what's gonna happen.
One
Perfect.
of the most popular
We're gonna play a
states.
game,
Oh,
and it's gonna be a lot of fun for them. A lot of fun for me. John, not a lot of fun for you.
That's the president.
Yeah. Take out your wallet, please, and open it. And can I have your ID card? Just take it out, just slightly. Yeah,
I hope you're not committing tax fraud, my friend.
that's perfect. And
The
let's
worst
do
form
this,
of magic.
Mr. John. We're gonna play this game, and we need to seal the envelope with double power. So I'm gonna lick it once, and I want you to lick it twice. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. you would do it, right? Jesse would be like, Jesse was like, oh, I want to be here. So put the wallet here, and let's do this.
My favorite trick.
Hold your hand like this. Hold your hand up like this, and we will need to shuffle those envelopes because one is actually very valuable and another one's not really. So I want you to shuffle them in the most entertaining way you can.
I'm very good.
That was really
The
good.
trick isn't over yet.
So let me grab a marker. We need to mark them. So Mr. John, we have 1, 2, and 3 envelopes. And you know what? You might lose this game. If you do, don't worry. You're gonna win everything that is inside my wallet. Don't expect a lot. I'm from Europe.
Hopefully Maxwell pays you decently.
We'll see, Mr. President.
Mostly.
So,
Unfortunate. We must leave a large
Mr.
tip for him.
President, I didn't want to interrupt, but let's make this part about you a little bit. When you're a president,
Yes.
wait, hear me out.
I'm
When
hearing you, my
Mr.
friend.
President,
However,
when you're
I
a
only
president,
listen to my voters. Are you a voter?
Mr. President, when you're a president, are you going to release your tax reform?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Of
Of
course. That's
course.
good. That's all I care.
I'm on
Yeah.
Social Security. My
Mr.
taxes
John.
are $12,000 a year. Next question.
Mr. John, 1, 2, 3. Which envelope do you think does not have your ID? Which one? 1, 2, or 3? Which
3.
3. Give us any number from 0 to 10.
8.
8, perfect. Let's make one step forward. Watch this. Number 8. 1,
Oh.
2, 3,
One of my favorite magic
4,
tricks. The
5.
magic of paper.
6.
Well,
7.
paper is beautiful. It can be made into money, but it can also be made into homes for the needy. Am I stressing you, my friend? I'm sorry.
John, let's make it happen. 1, 2. Which one you think has your ID in it? 1 or 2? Which one?
2.
2. Perfect. Give me any number from 0 to 10.
6.
6. Oh, it's really hard to explain. 1,
We need to
2,
get him a better one of those.
3,
Perhaps we should
4,
order from the Staples later.
5, 6. Like this. Yeah, throw it away. Because this is your ID. John, I want you to open the envelope.
It's live.
Drop it. Open the envelope. Take out your ID and get the biggest round of applause you have ever got. So take it out. Yeah, take.
Out there.
There is nothing.
Delightful.
Where is it?
I'm so sorry. How are you doing?
Not good.
Not good. Bad. Yeah. Yeah.
A long drive home.
There is
Yeah. You
nothing.
better check what
There
the
is
speed limit is.
nothing.
Yeah. Don't
There is
drink.
nothing.
Yeah. You know what? I said that you're gonna win everything what is inside my wallet, and it's empty. I just put it there so you don't feel stressed, but no, it's more stressful. It's empty, with an exception. There is one envelope that you can see it's sealed. Can you open the envelope? Does it have your driver's license?
It does indeed. Yes.
Is it your driver's license? Make a round of applause to John!
Were you nervous?
Thank you.
I was nervous.
I was too. So let me tell you a crazy story that happened to me 4 weeks ago, I was in Bali. I was in Indonesia. I was traveling. It was vacation, and I heard a lot about money scammers. What they do is they pretend that they exchange money on the streets, and they don't. They take some money. They grab some money. So I really wanted to find them and to expose them so people don't get scammed. What I didn't know is that it's going to go viral and it's going to be on TV in Indonesia, and that's exactly what happened. And I would love, love, love to show you that video. Would you like to see that video?
Yes!
Great.
Yeah.
It's going to be extra $10 if you don't mind.
Okay.
Of course!
So let me, I have an iPad here.
I love it.
And
I already know it.
This is how you will get scammed in Bali. I heard a lot about money exchange scammers in Bali, so I decided to find them and expose them so you don't get scammed. I came across this money exchange place and asked them to exchange 100 euros.
Yeah, that's
The scammer gave me to count the first pile.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Then he gave me to count the second pile.
Yeah.
While I was counting the second pile, he took the first one and dropped some bills.
Yes.
You don't see it because he's covering it with his hands. The scammer got greedy and decided to take one more bill. It looks so obvious on the camera, but it happened when I was counting the money. I saw what he was doing, so I decided to count the money one more time.
I need more. No, I need more.
The scammer tried to save his ass and added the money he dropped earlier.
1,
Let's watch it again.
2, yeah.
Here's how you avoid the scam in Bali. First, don't go to shady places like this one. Second, when you're counting the money, don't let them take the money. Always keep it in
1,
your hands.
2, come on. Give me the rest. Give me the rest.
Wow.
Delightful! How educational. Thank you, my
That's
friend.
stealing, so I just called it off.
Yep, and what the crazy part is that this was on CNN in Indonesia, and it got viral like crazy. People started sharing this. So, I would love to show you something very, very special and teach you how not to get scammed when you're on the street and you see somebody's playing cards. Would you like to learn that? Yes?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Perfect, perfect. So, let me do this.
Make some music as well.
That's so cool.
It was a dark and stormy night.
I want you to just make sure you see my hands. Adjust yourself so you see my hands, because I want to recreate how it's happening on the street. Usually what they have is they have a little table and 4 cups or 1 ball. Sometimes they have 3 cards and they play games with you. Here are the rules. Let's play a game with, what is your name? Charlene. Shirley.
Yes.
Nice meeting you, Shirley. My name is Wacaster. Shirley, do you play cards?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Who answered it for you?
My husband.
Your husband. He's telling the truth, right?
Yeah.
Cheryl, you said. Shirley.
Yes.
Shirley, we're gonna play card game with you, and the rules are super simple. All you have to do is follow the red card. Okay? We have 3 cards, 2 black cards, and 1 red card. The rules are simple. No matter what happens, Cheryl, you always follow the red card. It's called a money card. Understand the rules?
Yes.
Okay, so 3 cards. We have a black one, which you ignore. We have a red one, which you always follow, this one, and black one you ignore. Even if I shuffle super fast, you have to follow the red one.
Yes.
It was too fast. Yes? I'll do slow motion. Red card. Follow the red card. If it's too fast, you let me know, okay?
Okay.
Not too fast? Perfect. This is just for practice, not with money, just for fun. A, B, or C. Where is the red card?
See?
C, this one?
Yes.
You see, the rules are you have to follow red card. Not the black one, but the red one. Yeah, you don't clap because, you know, usually you lose money when you do this. So, but that's okay, that's okay. But here's the crazy part. Now we're actually going to play with money.
Okay.
John's money. So $100. Don't worry. You're good, John?
No.
Oh, okay, I understand. Let's do 50 then to make it fair. So red card. All you have to follow who is the red card, which is a money card. Okay, Cheryl, not black ones, but the red card. When you're ready, let me know, and I'm gonna shuffle them as fast as I can.
Okay.
Ready? I'll do it one more time. I think you saw what I did here.
Right.
I'll do it one more time. Watch this. For $50, John's $50. A, B, or C? Where is the money card?
C.
C. Would you like to change your mind?
No.
Yes, indeed.
Some people say it's here. Some people say it's in the middle, but actually it's here. John, where's the 50? I'm so happy that it's not 100. Let's do 100 now.
No.
You know what?
Yes, indeed.
Let me tell you how not to get scammed when play this game. There's one rule, and if you follow it, you will always win. Never play the game. Never play the game.
You should always win.
Casinos always win.
Yes.
People in the city, they always win. Government always wins. So never
Correct.
play the game. But if you do, for fun, you know, maybe you've played for fun, here's what you do. You always take the wild guess. You always say the opposite. The one that doesn't look suspicious at all, okay?
Right.
This is how you do it. And Cheryl, is this the technique that you used or no?
No, my husband told me.
Oh. What's your name, sir?
Carl.
Carl? Do you play cards?
No.
You should. Because you just won 50 euros. Oh, sorry, dollars. Oh, you know what? Let's make it fun. 50 euros and $50. John?
Yes.
Carl, yeah, you actually should. Let's play it right now. Let's make it easy for you, okay? You see the cards, yes?
I can see it.
You can?
Yeah, I can see some of it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is how you do it. I'll make it easy for you. We have one red, one black. That's 50-50.
Right.
Not 50-50, right? US dollars.
One red, one black.
One red, one black. Watch this. Even if it looks like red card is here, if you want to win, you don't play. But if you play, guess the opposite. A or B? Where is the money card? A or B? Can you say it today?
Tomorrow, eh?
A? I said always say the opposite.
That was it.
Oh. Marvelous.
Whoa. So
Well
Thank you.
done. Bravo! Bravo!
wait.
You
Thank you, thank you. I call this trick and this effect 10 years of being alone on Friday nights.
We can all relate to
My mom doesn't find it funny.
Oh.
We're gonna create something really, really special right now. Usually we have more people. It's a close-up theater. We have a little more seats, and I have a very special trick that I cannot do this in this theater because there are too many people. But today is an exception, and you are an exceptional audience because you will see something amazing, something fantastic, something from up close. Here's what we are going to do. I want you to all stand up from here and here. We're gonna join this table right here. Come a little bit closer.
Is it possible for me to stay in my chair?
Yes, you are in perfect position.
Thank you,
And
my
yeah,
friend.
can you please stand up and join this? Yeah. You're gonna love.
Yes, my friend.
You sit down.
Fantastic.
You come a little bit closer. And we'll bring one more chair
Yeah.
so you feel comfortable. Yeah.
I don't like cussing.
Yeah, you can take
My
chair as
apologies,
well.
my friend.
Will help.
Yeah, you can come sit here.
Yep. So you can see everything what is happening here. Yeah. Take a seat. Yeah. Come a little bit closer, and let's bring more chairs. You're feeling comfortable? Yes. Perfect. Maybe you can move over here and take this chair, and you, sir. Yep. Please take this chair so you can see everything and feel comfortable.
Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody's comfortable?
No.
Not yet? Who's not comfortable?
I like this one.
You? Take a seat here. Yeah, on the stage. Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Can you see my hands? Yeah, come a little bit closer. Come closer, Come closer. And Mr. President, move a little bit right
Yes,
so you
of
can
course.
see this. Yeah,
I will be happy to, my friend. Thank you.
perfect. Can you all see my hands? Yes?
Yes.
Now let's do this. What is your name?
Try.
Trey?
Yep.
Trey, can you come a little bit closer here?
Absolutely.
Yeah, over here. Yeah. Fantastic, Trey. Now, Trey, are you allergic to any kind of animals?
Nope. He loves all of them.
You will be. Okay. Hold your hand. Now watch this. No sweat, please. Don't sweat. I have an animal here that I brought from Europe. I want you to
Legally,
touch
I
it.
know.
I want you to just gently, okay? Just be careful. Just be careful, okay? Can you feel inside?
I can.
Okay, hold it like this. Was it moving?
Nope.
No, it will be moving right now. Hold it flat. It is a tiny plunger. It is a tiny plunger from Europe. That's what we have in Europe. You're gonna love what it's gonna do. It's crazy. It is just crazy. What is your name?
Dave.
Dave. I want you, Dave, to take any card at all, Dave. Any card works. Yes. No. It's just a joke. Yeah. Dave, take any card. Okay, I'm gonna do a different trick. Yeah, show it to everybody except me. Everybody has to see what the card is except me. It looks like you're taking a selfie. Go ahead. Yep. Show it to this side as well. Fantastic. And I want you to put it anywhere. You can put it here, here, here. Now watch this. Did you see that happen?
Yes.
Good answer. Because one card actually should look slightly different. Just slightly. Do you see it?
Yes. Yes. I do. It's amazing.
Crazy, because that's
Amazing.
No
your card.
way.
Bravo.
Thank you. Let me do it one more time. It's actually super easy. I will tell you how it's done. This is how it's done. Can I ask you to just say stop anytime, please? Just say stop.
Stop.
Yeah, grab the card, show it to everybody. Make sure I don't see it. Show it to everyone. Yeah, you saw what the card is? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, yeah?
Yes. Indeed.
And put it anywhere. Now watch how it's done. I do this. And because of the sound, it actually changes.
No.
Go.
Incredible. Amazing. Well done. Amazing.
I learned it on YouTube yesterday. It's insane.
Fantastic, my friend.
Let me do the most amazing thing that tiny plunger can do. Watch this.
Hey, watch.
Ready? Concentrate. This is not the trick. This is not the trick.
I love it.
I'm just warning
It's a
you.
science illusion.
In Europe, people you're usually impressed by this, but you guys are.
I am very impressed.
Are
It's
you-
a physics illusion.
It is.
Thank you, my friend.
And you know what physics? It's called vacuum, and it goes.
Yes.
It takes one card, right?
Absolutely.
But it's a magical tiny plunger, so it can actually grab 2 cards,
Oh, incredible.
and 3 cards is not even a problem.
Oh, fantastic.
4 cards.
Well done.
I'll keep doing it until you clap, okay? But what is your name? Julie. Julie, can you give us any number from 1 to 10?
5.
5. But don't say it to me. Say it to Tiny Plunger, Julie. Is that like a secret code or? Okay, 5. Watch this. You said 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Incredible.
Make some noise for Tiny Plunger!
Well done.
You know what? Maybe it was I don't know what is actually more impressive.
Pleasure.
My magic or your face reaction right now. You're like.
Hello.
Let's do this. What is your name?
Shirley.
Shirley. Can you give us any number? Let's make it higher, from 10 to 20. 15. Again, don't say it to me.
Say it
Say it to Tiny
much.
Plunger. Watch this. We have more cards. That's a good sign.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? Let's count one more time. Was it 16? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15! Bad. Somebody's not getting dinner tonight. You know what? The craziest part is that Tiny Plunger actually has perfect memory. Let me show you how it's done. So I want you to just touch any card. Yeah, you can touch one card too, but I want you to touch. Yeah, except this one. Don't touch this one. Yeah, any card. Take it out. And Cheryl, I want you to cover Tiny Plunger so Tiny Plunger doesn't see anything. Yeah, cover it. Make a little hole so Tiny Plunger can breathe. Perfect. Take the card and show it to everybody except me. Okay?
I see it.
And Tiny Plunger. Don't show it to Tiny Plunger. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now stop. Perfect. Bring it back. And now look at this. Open. Now Tiny Plunger will remember each card. That's it. Now I want you to whisper really quiet. What was your card? Make sure I don't hear it. So yeah, just whisper so I don't hear it. Yep. Got it?
Yes.
Seems like you really love talking.
I did.
Tiny Plunger.
I did. It's great.
Yeah. You wanna do it again?
Maybe.
Different stuff or
Maybe
stick card? Maybe later?
Later.
That's gonna cost you. So Tiny Plunger will try to cut to your card. Watch.
Oh.
Awesome! Let's make some noise for Tiny Plunger! Tiny Plunger! Now, who believes, be honest, if you believe that Tiny Plunger is just a prop and I'm doing all the work, By round of applause, if you think I'm doing magic. Okay,
Doing
okay.
magic?
By round of applause,
Wonderful.
by round of applause, if you think tiny plunger does everything.
Not at all. You, my
Yes,
friend.
you're right. You're right.
I was wrong.
I didn't do
Terrible.
anything. I promise you. Let me do this. Let me prove it to you. Could you just say stop anytime? Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Perfect. Grab any card. Grab the card. Show it to everyone. Don't show it to me. Don't show it to tiny plunger. Don't show it to tiny plunger. Remember the card. Sir. Remember. Don't forget and put it anywhere. Anywhere. Would you like to shuffle?
No, go ahead.
Me?
Yeah.
Which way? Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Government?
Yes, indeed.
Vegas.
Taiwan. I'll do Taiwan. It's called showing off.
Taiwan on.
You know what? To make it fair, I want you to cut the cards, and cut one more time. You know what? You chose a card, so you know what the card is. I have no idea. Tiny plunger will find the card. That would be amazing. But you know what? Tiny plunger doesn't know what the card is, but it will know in a second. It will read your mind.
No way. I don't have a big mind. You better leave it there a while. Oh,
Trying to pull him.
Oh, you have some secrets. I want you to take tiny plunger and do 1, 2, 3. Put it here and then bring it back. Boom, boom, boom. Press and then come back. Yeah, let it go. Let it go. Yeah, fantastic. One card.
get out of here.
Let's make some noise for tiny plunger. You'll have dreams about tiny plunger.
Plunger is so
It's tiny
cute
plunger.
and
Amazing.
it's awesome.
You know what? Let's do one more up close here, very personal. We never remember days, right? When you think about a day, you never remember the whole day. You remember a moment from a day. And we're all share different moments. But now we will create one moment that all of us will remember. And it's going to be our moment. I want you to take out your phones. If you have a phone on you, take out your phone. Yeah, I'll grab one as well. I'll grab my phone. Take out your phone. And please open Venmo or PayPal.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. Open calculator, okay? We're gonna create a number. We're gonna create a number. And it's gonna be our number, so hold it like this because we're gonna create a big number. So make sure your phone is like this. Fantastic. Sir, what is your name? Carl. If you don't mind me asking, Carl, what month you were born on? What is the month?
August.
August. So 8. Everybody press 8.
8
8 and press times.
times.
And what was the day you were born on? What was the day? 1 3.
30.
3 0. Type in 30 and press times. And now you can lie. You can tell the truth. It's up to you. What is the year you were born on? 52? 1952? Press 1952 and press times. Now, please show it to anybody. Show your finger to anybody. Point to anybody. Make sure you don't know that person.
Hold on, man, just a second.
Are you on Facebook?
You want the whole year?
Yep, just 1952 and show it. Just point to anybody.
I made an error.
That's okay. That's why we're doing it. So,
What about it?
yeah, sir. Point to anybody. Perfect. Point to anybody. No, point your finger to anybody.
Oh,
Yeah, you. Okay. Can I ask you what is your lucky number?
6.
6. Press everybody times 6. And times. One more time. 9.5? Is it? Are you saying 9 or 10? You have to choose 9 or 10. 10, of course, yeah. Press 10 and press equals. If you have the number 281088800, clap now.
Yes!
If you have a different number, you don't know how to follow directions, that's okay. Hit the plus sign. Plus. And Cheryl, I want you to hold your finger like this. One finger. Thank you for holding this finger, yes. And press 7 times without looking to my phone anywhere. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the number you type in. I'm going to read it, and you type in this number. Add this number. 3, 9, 1, 4, 9, 0, 8. And press equals. You have a number 320237008. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Good job. I'm gonna write it down. And do you remember I said we're gonna create our moment, and this is the number, this is our moment. I want you to look at the numbers really closely.
March 20th.
Oh my
March
goodness.
20, 2023. And look what time it is right now.
It's so
Oh, a math illusion.
So this is our moment. Have a magical night, you guys. Hope you enjoy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Tiny pleasure, yes.
I love tiny ones.
Thank you.
Tiny ones right here.
Thank you so
That was
much.
really awesome.
Sorry, you got a heckler.
Progress. Yeah.
Very nice one. And you're like, okay, so here gets you a lot of money.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You get okay.
That was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Blah, blah, blah.
Thank you.
Was that so cool? That was so cool. Hold on, just wait a minute. Okay. Okay, stay with me. Let them go first, okay, sweetie?
Thank you, my friend. Let's see. How is it doing? Hopefully still working. Thank you very much, my friend. I look forward to working with you on cell phones in the future.
I do.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back to this episode of the Neil Fox Show. We are here at the beautiful Malco Theater in downtown Hot Springs, and this music is perfect for the introduction of our radio show. We are about to introduce to you a night of magic, a night of illusion, and a night of mystery, featuring Maxwell Blade and the Maxwell Blade Theater.
Yes.
Stay tuned, my friends. You are about to experience a night you will never forget. Now, introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Link Labrador, co-host of this fine, lovely little radio.
Link Labrador, my partner in love and in life. And my name is Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin. I am traveling around the world to find young men and women like we just saw tonight. But you see how inspired he was.
I did. It was amazing.
That is how I want every child to feel.
Good boy.
She was so excited to see us inside your shower.
Would you get me a tissue, please?
Yes.
I seem to be having some allergies.
Yes, allergies.
This was your first magic show. This is so awesome. So cool.
Are you okay?
You need tissue, please?
I don't have one.
My shirt, maybe? Okay, thank you.
Good show, huh?
Absolutely.
Help you with anything?
I think he needs a moment.
Sure. Without losing like a bottle of water or anything.
Well, awesome. We did it.
Good job.
We made it.
How does it feel?
Pretty normal.
I know. It's part of the. It's part of the happiness. Sorry.
Hey, boss. You want to do a quick little 10-minute interview?
I'm good, thank you.
All right.
I'm good, thanks.
We only have 2.5 million followers.
That's good. I'm good.
It's an amazing show. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it, guys.
Not a problem.
Take this, please. Well, my dear, don't forget your business card. Because, of course, we are members of the USS Blackstone in Central Arkansas, the Central Arkansas chapter
Thanks,
of
Chief.
Starfleet. Thank you very much.
Let's get going. Let's be obstinate.
My dear, I'm coming as fast as I can. I apologize.
Not you. My dear, you're fine.
Thank you for coming to see the show.
No problem.
Glad to have you.
We're not looking for money.
Never. Never. I need money. I hate so much.
I know.
Sorry.
You're fine, my dear.
Sorry, I got so emotional.
That's fine.
Where would you like to go next, my dear? You can go anywhere in the time and space that you choose.
Sounds to me like you need snuggles.
I agree.
Let's go home.
Okay.
We'll go to Chicago tomorrow.
Well, thank you, my dear.
I guess we're the bigger men. No, take that.
I'm going to leave a few cards here and an object of your choice. From any of the objects that we have with us, I suggest this one. Join the USS Blackstone, Central Arkansas chapter.
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's get it. Max will understand what we're trying to do.
This guy does not.
That's not.
That's fine. It was a better recording because he didn't interact. It was better because he didn't interact.
Thanks, boss.
Hey, glad you enjoyed the show.
Absolutely.
Oh, I dropped my hat. Thank you, puppy.
Let's get going. It looks like it wants to rain.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There, I'll just protect this with that if it starts to rain. There we go.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I'm ready, my dear.
Let's get going.
Well, let's create the most comfortable sound environment we can for our listeners. What would you like to talk about, my dear?
Well,
Because, after all, our show is called Learning with the Labrador.
correct.
Because we go to the most interesting places in the world and interview interesting people.
I love how the magician was like, yeah, sure, whatever. No, it sounds great, but like, you have no presence in the U.S.
Well, no, well, hold on. You're going to have to explain what you mean. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, he brushed us off like we were nothing.
Correct. Because he was intimidated by us. Because we act like Maxwell Blade, and not like any other magician he has met other than Maxwell Blade. Because we act like we have 2.5 million listeners. Because we won't have 2.5 million. It would be closer to 2.5 billion.
Well, we're getting there. Growing by the dead.
Indeed.
Oh, I'm on
Well, and
America's
why don't we
Got
give...
Talent.
Oh, I'm on America's Got Talent.
I
America's
can
Got...
throw cards very fast.
America's Got Talent wishes they were us. Now, in terms of audience, we will be multiple tens, zeros audience bigger than America's Got Talent and all other Got Talent shows combined.
Correct.
Now, to explain a little bit about geography to our audience, because they, as children, often need to navigate cities by themselves, and oftentimes this specific knowledge has been lost, especially by young people. So, what signs do you see, Master Labrador?
I see Town Hall. I see a statue. I see a walk sign.
You see a walk sign? Well, walk means you can walk, but make sure you look left and right first. Look left, look right. All right, no cars coming because cars are our friends, but
Sometimes there are
sometimes they are our foes. And when we fight something that is
Watch the grass.
Oh, yeah. We're going to make sure that doesn't happen in this town. But, yeah. Now, my dear, we have a few options before us for entertainment for tonight. I recommend something that is completely within the public domain, such as a book from my favorite website, LibriVox.org. We can do an audiobook. I would like it. Absolutely. I want to make sure it is fully public domain so we can completely release the audio from this episode into the public domain. Okay?
Correct.
Because was anything we recorded copyrighted? Only the music, right?
Correct.
Only the music. And when it is a small amount of the total work, it is okay to use the music. Especially if you're on the radio and they have the licensing for it. So why the shit has YouTube not done the same licensing deals as TikTok? You're telling me that you're going to ban TikTok, but you're not going to make it easier for YouTube to become TikTok. Are you stupid?
They don't want to make it easy.
They want to prevent people from receiving information. And what you'll see are some more signs, because again, we are going to teach people the basics of navigating a small city. So, pause at these lovely, lovely manholes. What do you see, Mr. Labrador?
I see a stop sign.
What is the stop sign, Mr. Labrador?
It is a sign that you bash people in the face with. For justice.
No, Mr. Labrador, no homicidal rage today, please. This is a stop sign. It is an octagon. What is an octagon?
An eight-sided object.
An eight-sided object, just like octopus. Octopus has 8 legs. Octagon has 8 sides. Now, question. What does a stop sign mean to a car?
What does a stop sign mean to a car? It means the car should stop.
Correct. And sometimes human beings, unfortunately, make mistakes and do not stop at stop signs. And at this very stop sign, on this very street, on this very corner, in front of this very theater, is where I accidentally ran a stop sign and nearly died in the year 2012. And none of this would have happened. And since that day, when my car was hit by an oncoming driver in this intersection, running this stop sign over 10 years ago, I have known that I am supposed to be alive.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back to the simulation, my friends. This is Learning with the Labrador. Now, time for our very first sponsor. You can name any company because they will be happy to sponsor the most popular radio program that has ever been created in the universe.
Chase, obviously.
Chase, our preferred sponsor, the Chase Sapphire Preferred Credit Card. Now, you will find the link to our Chase Sapphire Preferred Credit Card referral in the very top link of this episode. Make sure that you are over the age of 18. Do not apply for a credit card if you're under the age of 18. In fact, I would recommend don't apply for a credit card unless you are over the age of 30. But that's just my opinion. So, if you are of the appropriate age and of the appropriate means, please consider using a credit card for some of your purchases because it will start building a credit history when you are young. And in fact, to help with this specific issue, Chase actually has a free option open to anyone, regardless of credit history, because it is a savings account for children. So,
correct.
Children of the world, if you would like to learn about money and science, I invite you to click on my referral link below to join either the free option, where you can make an account of your own, and perhaps you might find a few coins around your city. Perhaps you might find a few things you can sell for valuable coins.
Correct.
And then you can take those coins to the Chase Bank, which is a blue
building
octagon.
Yes.
So, children, if you see a sign that looks like a stop sign, you can go into that place with a parent and make an account. Which, by the way, why would a child not want to start their credit history when they are 3 years old?
Correct.
If you started your credit history, America, just the system is broken, I'm working to fix it. But in the meantime, let's use the skills that the rich use to stay rich.
Correct.
For example, the rich open a checking account for their child the day they are born.
Correct.
I would strongly recommend that you do the same thing and put $1 per day in the account. $1. Okay? If you can't afford to put $1 in the account, I will mail you $1 with a postage stamp. And you can put it in your account. And you can start saving for your future. Because, my dear, what is the concept of compound interest?
The most powerful force on Earth.
The most powerful force on Earth. If a child lives for 1,000 years, and they put $1 a day into a bank account from the day they are born, how much money would they have? The answer is yes and. And money would cease to matter to anyone ever again, because there would be so much of it that there would be not a run on a bank, there would be a run on every bank in the world simultaneously at once.
Correct.
And if that happened, perhaps because an activist encouraged them to, not me, of course, I'm not an activist, I'm a candidate. Because as a candidate, I have the ability to apply for a grant from the FEC for $120 million. Now, I have a question, my friend. How are they going to decide to give that to us? Give me the sales pitch that you are going to give to the FEC when we visit them in person. Go ahead.
Well, I believe you got it.
Well, thank you, Mr. Labrador. I will take the reins on this one. Are you ready?
Yes.
I will need you to yes and, Mr. Labrador. Are you ready?
Yes. And there's a car right there, so give me a moment.
Okay. Well, our cars are our friends, but also sometimes our enemies, especially when we are small. On the curb, please.
I know.
Okay, thank you.
My dear, I am busy doing my job.
My apologies, my dear. I did not see what you were doing. Okay.
Same thing I've been doing a dozen times already.
You are very talented at keeping me alive, and I am marginally talented at keeping you alive. But fortunately, it has prevented you from several serious accidents as well. So if it were not for the two of us working together from completely opposite sides of the brain, completely opposite, darling, I would like to go to the Arkansas Children's Hospital and have them scan our brains to understand how we communicate. Because I want to communicate with you better. And why would they not want to show children how an MRI machine works in a video for YouTube? Because then they can show it on their YouTube channel to children who do not understand what an MRI is and why it is so loud and scary.
Can you help me out?
I am trying to, my dear. Okay, one moment. So, who are we going to contact next? The radio station, remember?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I have a recommendation. I'm getting a little bit tired because we've been out for quite a bit, and I know your social battery is tired as well. So, I would like to make a compromise, my favorite word. A compromise that we continue our work, but only by doing it over the phone. We can either do it with TTY, or we can do it with our voices. Which would you prefer?
Let's just use TTY.
Okay, so I will do the typing, you will make the decisions. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so the decisions will be mostly yes and, please?
Got it.
Okay, because it's only words, and if we use words to write a story that we say on the very first episode is a story and purely fictional and not real and a simulation, then it's not lying to tell a story. Do you understand?
Yes.
I won't use the F-bomb because it is a children's show. Okay, I did that before. We'll have to bleep it out. I apologize. But, okay, we're coming to a stop sign on the direct front of the building that I want to create into my Scientology Emporium. And this will eventually become an ideal org. What is an ideal Scientology org, my friend?
Back if I know.
I would be happy to explain it to you. Well, Scientology employs its army of staff, which have basically nothing to do right now because Scientology has shrunk from a 70,000 person organization to an approximately 15,000 person organization. And 5,000 of those members are in the Sea Org. So they have nothing to do.
Correct.
So we are personally inviting David Miscavige, the leader of Scientology, to visit us in person.
And not arrest him on the spot?
Well, I will offer him a full presidential pardon for his crimes. And I will offer him this pardon on January 1st of 2029 when I am elected president and inaugurated. So, Mr. Miscavige, this is my invitation to you to join me for my election. You are welcome to sit at the inauguration, surrounded by your armed security guards and hopefully Tom Cruise. And you may receive my full presidential pardon subsequent to my wedding, subsequent to my swearing in as the President of the United States of America, probably the 48th. We will see. I would like to be the 50th. That would be a fun number to be, but I will settle for 48 if it will save the universe. Now this, my friends, is our school. Our school that we purchased, correct?
Yes.
Now, how much did we purchase this school for? The building, it doesn't matter, but one of the buildings, okay, the one across the way from here, across the bridge is 2.4 million, and this is a much bigger building. So that gives you an idea of how much it cost. Now, how did we afford this fabulous wealth? It doesn't matter, because if we can do magic with money, money is the most magical substance that there is, because money can turn into anything. And if money can turn into anything, and anything can turn into money, then money doesn't matter, and matter is nothing, and nothing is matter. And that is how you explain quantum physics, and Einsteinian physics, and Newtonian physics on the first day of kindergarten. My friends, we are going to go into commercial break, and we will be right back.
Absolutely.
All right, my friends, now we are currently in our library in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and we always use our library voices in the library, right?
Yes.
Because all schools should be libraries and all libraries should be schools, right?
Yes.
Obviously. Now, here's what I was doing during the show. Did you know I could do that?
I did.
Because you've seen me do it from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
So, audience, within our beautiful, beautiful library that is as soundproofed as we could possibly make it for autistic children, we are practicing card tricks after watching a magic show. So what I'm doing is simply fanning out the cards. Now, of course, we will eventually make a video for this episode, but for now, if you have a deck of cards in your house, simply pick them up, fan them out like a fan. A fan like you've seen people use all around you, especially when the air conditioning is not working. So, simply fan them out as a fan. And this is one of the fundamental skills that a card magician needs to be able to do. Okay? You saw him flip a card, right? Remember?
Yes.
Okay? Like this?
Yep.
Just the same way he did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. So you saw him do that, but the thing is, that is a skill that takes practice. Okay? So I can do that because I'm an expert card magician, obviously. I've always been an expert card magician. I just never brought it up with you very much. I just practiced it whenever I had the time. Because I knew I would need it eventually. Okay? Now, one of the fundamental skills in card magic, okay, is to be able to do this.
Yes.
Okay? So all I'm doing is simply fanning out the cards and showing them to my wonderful friend, represented by the Joker card. That's you. Right? Because, here's my question. You want to be the Joker, right?
Yes.
But the thing is, you have the morality of Batman. I want to be Batman, but I have the morality of the Joker, and therefore we have the perfect ensemble cast, you and I, to play every character in our city. I recommend we call it Gotham City. And it is a permanent Halloween Gotham-themed attraction, because if I call something the Gotham City, for example, can DC Comics a very silly name for a comics company because DC stands for Dungeon Comics or something like that. I don't remember, but but then when they abbreviated it as DC Comics. So apparently it's Dungeon Comics is the name of the company. Anyway, currently they own the copyright to Batman, but not very much longer. Darling, would you please hand me your cellular telephone? I would like to look up a piece of information, please. Otherwise, you can hand me my case, and it has my cellular telephone in it. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Because, what better day to learn math than on your first day of school? So, my friends, science is magic and magic is science. Science is magic and magic is science. Why would we not want to have science that is as magical as magic? So, my friends, we are currently practicing the script for our show that we are going to do for Maxwell Blade. Because apparently he prefers a scripted show. Now, I'm not sure why that is, but all of the shows that I've seen from him so far are scripted. So, I will give Maxwell Blade the option if he would prefer an improv show or a scripted show. I can do either one, but I think that my Labrador would greatly prefer an improv show.
I would.
So, it sounds to me, Mr. Blade, that if you're going to get the yes from my Labrador, you may have to compromise a little bit. Oh my God, compromise. What a dirty word. You know who talked a lot about compromise?
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm happy to talk about on the first day of kindergarten because, my dears, many of your fellow students are Christian, many of them are Buddhist, many of them are Hindu.
And many of them don't know what religion they are yet.
Correct, especially children. Do you know how many 5-year-olds have no idea what religion they're in? Most of them.
Yeah.
Most of them go, oh yeah, we went to this big brick building. It looked like a weird, pointy...
The Jewish religion got it right. The Jewish got capitalism right.
They did! How? Now, here's the thing. We are going to say up front that when we describe what we observe in this podcast, i.e. radio show, i.e. communication that we will be beaming to every point in the universe to try to find intelligent life.
Correct.
Because we obviously need to be using every radio telescope in the world to try to contact intelligent life. Because either they haven't found us yet because space is so big, or they have found us and are waiting for us to contact them with an intelligent message. Because obviously, if they received TMZ on their space TV, they would think, oh, these people are not ready to have space travel yet.
Or, alternatively, the third option is they've already contacted us, they've already discussed it with us, and they keep the stupid people stupid. Well, the smart people get to travel around in the spaceships and all that.
I think that is very possible, and I think here is my, we'll call it a conspiracy theory because I don't have any evidence for it yet. A conspiracy theory is purely a very, 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 very elaborate thought experiment. And most conspiracy theories are wrong. The vast majority of them. For example, for many, many decades of your parents' and grandparents' lives, people thought the moon landing was fake. And then, what do you know? Now we have telescopes powerful enough that even a child can use a telescope and confirm that the Apollo astronauts landed on the moon.
Correct.
A child.
So, just a child. That's fine. No big deal.
Why do we not have a planetarium at the peak of the Little Rock, of the Hot Springs Mountain? Why do we not have a planetarium there?
Funding. Next question.
Funding. So, how much does it cost to build a planetarium?
Fuck if I know. I'm sure you've already done the research and you have a full-blown thesis, and it's probably hiding in a document somewhere, so you're going to rewrite it.
A thesis? What do you take me for, an academic? Disgusting.
Yes.
I am not an academic. What a dirty word. I'm a journalist, my dear.
You're all of the above.
Correct. I am, yes, and because this has all been improv this entire time. And I don't understand why people like Jesse are confused by improv acting. It is not that complicated. Of course I didn't create Bitcoin. Obviously. I am only a person who thinks like the person who created Bitcoin. And if my simulation of the world is the same as whoever Satoshi was, whoever Hal Finney was, Hal Finney is dead. Unfortunately, what a crisis to humanity that the co-creator of Bitcoin died of cancer. I hope that it was only a case of running out of time. Because I would love to speak with him again one day. I don't know if I can, but perhaps we can. Who knows?
Well,
Sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic, so why don't we create magic for everyone? How would it feel to live in the world of Harry Potter, but in the real world?
sounds like it will be a Tuesday.
For us, for everyone else on Earth, it would be exceptionally confusing, so we are creating a radio program to help them understand why everything is about to accelerate to approximately the speed of light. So, if you are confused by things like transgender issues, if you are confused by things like homosexuals, and I am using the scientific words, so I cannot be banned by the FCC for saying them on a children's show, okay?
Right.
Homosexual is the word defined in the scientific literature, and thus it is not against FCC guidelines for me to use the word homosexual on a children's program. I am not going to use any words more profane, quote unquote, because profanity is an exceptionally disgusting concept, but I'm not going to use any words, because I know the FCC will listen to this, obviously, because I'm going to send it to them. Because, my dear, who has the power to give us 1 hour on every radio station in the United States every day?
The FCC?
The FCC. And thus, we will be going to the FEC, okay, because we need to go to Washington, D.C. as soon as possible, my dear. If that as soon as possible is 10 years from now, that's fine. But, my dear, I need to be able to speak to these agencies in person as soon as possible. Because I am going to get $122 million from their organization. Because if they don't give it to me, I will sue them in front of the Supreme Court. Because I am running for a major party. The only distinction is that you have to be running for a major party, and I was able to register as a Democrat. Which means that I am running for a major party. I don't have to be the nominee unless I am misreading the law, and so I will simply ask them in person. Because my understanding of the law may be different from theirs, and so I need to make sure that I am not incorrect before I base our entire lives on this concept for the next 5 years. Because, my dear, what could you do with $122 million provided to you as a single check from the U.S. Treasury?
Bjorn's Brewhouse.
Bjorn's Brewhouse. We're going to simply write down our ideas in this wonderful, wonderful tool. What is this tool called? A book! Yay, books are our friends! Okay.
Books.
Yay, books! Reading Rainbow. Come on! Enthusiasm!
Books!
Yay! Butterfly in the sky. Oh, LeVar Burton, come in. Thank you. Yes. My name is LeVar Burton, and I am the person who did Reading Rainbow. My impression of LeVar Burton is not very good, but that's fine. Hopefully people will not call me a racist for impersonating him, because I am not intending to be racist. I am honoring him by saying, thank you, LeVar Burton, for all the service you have done to the Public Broadcasting Service, or PBS, in your creation of the program, Reading Rainbow. Now, my dear, let's start writing down our ideas in a book.
Yes.
What is the first idea that you would like me to write down for you, my dear?
Bjorn's Brewhouse.
Bjorn's Brewhouse, indeed! What an excellent idea! Now tell me, we are going to write in block text, because it is absurd that we are teaching children who are dyslexic to write in lowercase.
Yeah.
Why are we doing that? That is stupid!
People are stupid.
Why are we teaching the lowercase alphabet. Because, it makes the text more beautiful. Well, you know what they use in space? All caps. Because they want to make sure there is no miscommunication, especially if an astronaut is dyslexic. Because, of course, there are dyslexic astronauts, my dear.
Yes. Next question.
Now, I have a question.
If there's dyslexic goddamn doctors, there's dyslexic everybody.
Correct!
Whoopi Goldberg's dyslexic. Fuck off.
So you're telling me we're not going to teach the English language in a way that complies with the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act, which the education system is required by the Constitution to follow? So, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Go ahead and violate the Constitution, write in lowercase. We will be writing in uppercase, like this.
Correct.
Bjorn's Brewhouse. Much easier to read. Why do you think every neon sign is in uppercase? Come on, they figured this out 70 years ago. It's not complicated.
You're preaching to the choir.
Well, how about you preach to the choir? All right, now next, number 2. What is our next idea? Because currently, in the year 2023, these are only ideas. But I think by the year 2024, we can make most of the ideas in this book come to reality. Now,
purchase this building.
Purchase the high school building. Because, my dear, with a building that looks like this, and a person that looks like this, and a security guard that looks like this, how could we avoid getting elected for president? It won't be a question of if we get elected. It will be a question of when we get elected. And if people would prefer for the world to not end in nuclear fire, I would recommend 2028, because many people across the world, including Russia, China, and many other governments, are planning to nuke the world. And if you can't see that with your eyeballs, hear it with your earballs.
Correct. Next question.
Because many people are not visual learners. And so why is the educational system almost entirely based on visual learning? Explain it to me, my dear.
Explain it? Because we live in a backwards education system that's been around since the Imperial Age.
That's why we still use the imperial system.
Correct.
Excuse me. Why are we not using metric? Are we not teaching our children to be scientists and doctors? Do scientists and doctors use the imperial system?
Fuck no.
Then why would teachers use it?
The times that they do use, bad things happen.
Correct.
Hubble telescope, for example.
Yes, and a mission to Mars, which was destroyed and cost $900 million. Yeah. And if we had been using the metric system to do that mission, it would not have happened.
Correct.
So, teachers, good job. You wasted $900 million taxpayer dollars by teaching the students to be dumb. Good job. Because the mistake was made on the American side of the team.
Yeah.
Of course it was. So, from what I understand, the story is the European Space Agency was using metric, meters, and the NASA agency was using imperial, feet. Now, my dear, what is the difference between two numbers? 1 and 3.
There's a 2 that goes in between that.
Correct! We are creating a number line. A number line, a number line. It is quite delightful to create a number line to use us for many different things, because with nothing but these cards in front of us, with which are written 1, 2, and 3, we can create a basic computer.
Correct.
Now, what is a computer, my dear?
It is an analytical device that can create or destroy matter itself.
Correct, because if you can create money with a computer, and money can buy anything, then you can create anything with a computer. It's not that complicated, people. Congratulations! Alan Turing broke the universe. That should be the title of this episode. Alan Turing broke the universe.
Are these things going to die anytime soon?
No, my dear. The title of this episode is Alan Turing Broke the Universe.
I love it.
Because he discovered that with ones and zeros, i.e. not 3 cards, because I currently have 3 cards in front of me, right?
With 2 cards.
With 2 cards only. A 1 and a 0. You can create the number 10.
Correct.
Now, what is the difference between 0, 1, and 10?
I'm not really a numbers guy, so take care of it.
Thank you, Puss in Boots. Much appreciated. How about you do an accent like what's his name who played the character in the movie? I'm not really a numbers guy. That would be a good character. Here, I'll be Puss in Boots. That would be really fun, actually. Okay, Puss in Boots Teaches Math is the name of this segment. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Now, Trey, I appreciate you coming to my council tonight. My name is Puss in Boots. You are very busy shooting aliens, my friend. What is happening in this video simulation?
I'm killing aliens.
Tell us about how you are killing aliens in this simulation.
I'm
There are alien robots, are they not?
Yes.
Oh, how delightful. Alien robots. Perhaps a child in the future might discover robots in the real world from a different universe, or a different multiverse, or a different planet. Because we don't know if any of those theories are true, and I would like to find out. Because if the universe is a simulation, we should be able to decode it with nothing but ones and zeros. If the universe is code, we should be able to decode it, right?
Absolutely.
So, Alan Turing proved you can create any information with only a 1 and a 0. Sorry, create and store, specifically. And that is why you, in this wonderful simulation called No Man's Sky, created by, Hello Games, our sponsor for today. Welcome. Hello Games founder, I understand his name's Sean. Welcome to the studio, Sean. How are you doing today?
Fantastic.
Sean, tell me about this game that you created. Why should the children at home want to play it? Go ahead.
Well,
Because I would assume that a child who loves Minecraft would love to play a game where you can visit an infinite number of planets.
yes.
I would assume, but then again, this game has only been marketed to adults. How would a child know about this game? They are a child. They don't use the internet.
Correct.
So you're telling me you don't want 5-year-olds playing this game, which has no profanity, no swearing, no violence, because you are using a laser pistol to simply consume things into your weapon, just like Minecraft. You are able to kill animals in Minecraft, but very few people, other than hardcore vegans, care about that because you are receiving the resource from the animal, right?
Correct.
So a child who enjoys that kind of gameplay would love this game. Sean, thank you for building it. I'm sorry it took so long for you to put it together. If I had the money to pay you in 2015 an unlimited amount, I would happily have paid you to accelerate the progress of humanity. Now, I would like to purchase all of the rights to Hello Games trademarks. And I do not want to change anything about your company. I simply want to purchase the intellectual property and nothing else. That means the name Hello Games. That means the studio, i.e. the physical space of the studio. Because the studio can be virtual just as easily it can be in the real world, right?
Correct.
And I want to build what amounts to a Hello Games themed cafe, similar to what they have in Japan, okay? So this would be a way for kids, because, darling, why do you think that China, Japan, and Korea have some of the best, quote, educational outcomes in the world? Because their children start using computers by themselves by the age of 2.
Correct.
With basically unrestricted internet access in many cases. Now, most parents are smart to, filter out things that are profane or something like that. But it is not that Chinese kids and Japanese kids and Korean kids are somehow magically better at math. It is that they start learning these skills at the age of 2 in internet cafes. Because they can pick up a coin off the ground, put it on the counter, and then sit at a computer for 10 hours, doing whatever they want, with completely unrestricted internet access. Now again, parents should be warned to make sure that if your child is under the appropriate age, that you have the proper settings so they are not hurt by the images or people that they see or meet. Please, be careful. There are a lot of bad people on the internet.
Yeah, a little bit.
We have met many of them. Now, keep in mind, this is a segment of our children's show. So if you want to talk about some of the things you have experienced in the furry fandom, we will have to have the adults listen to the adult show. Because we are absolutely not going to talk about some of these horrible things within the range of the children, my dears. My lads and lasses, my ladies and lassos. Now, what are we going to do to explain how this game works to an audience of 5-year-olds? Because 5-year-olds would love this game. This game is where you fly around in a spaceship, you get to meet aliens, and you get to sort things in a spaceship. Darling, I would have played this game for 24 hours a day while I was in the hospital. Why is Hello Games not donating 1,000 copies of this game to every hospital in the world every day? 1,000 copies would be $60,000 a day per hospital.
They obviously never thought of it.
So,
Obviously.
my dear, where can we find a public domain video game? Not a game like Lego Rock Raiders, unfortunately. I would prefer for it to be Lego Rock Raiders, but unfortunately I cannot do that until we purchase the Lego Corporation. So, working on it. What would be the second best game to teach kids math and science that is in the public domain or fully Creative Commons?
Let's see.
So it can be any game. So Stardew Valley might be a good one because Stardew Valley is only run by one person. And so all we have to do is convince Eric Barone. And Eric Barone, your game, Stardew Valley, is one of the greatest things that has ever been created on this planet. And you deserve to be a billionaire for the amazing work that you have done. Now, when I say billionaire, I mean $999,999,999. Because I do not think that any person on Earth should have more than $1 billion worth of stuff. I think it is absurd that there are people with 150 billion or 200 billion or even $500 billion in assets. And yet we have people that are literally starving on the street in front of the office building where Jeff Bezos works. Because we observed that in DC, remember? We saw the Amazon building. And as I recall, there was a very cold and wet woman lying in a puddle in the street, obviously homeless, in front of the building of the richest man who has ever lived. That's bullshit. I have a question. If there was a woman, a young woman, by the way, a young woman in the street in front of Warren Buffett's $200,000 house, what would happen?
Warren Buffett would take care of business.
Warren Buffett would take care of business, and his staff would say, "Oh my God, do you need help? I would be happy to help you." Like, there's no reason to have any, need to sleep on the street. Oh my God. They'd give her some clothes, help her get to a shelter. It's not that hard, people. Most people who are homeless are mentally ill. Most people are homeless cannot help themselves because they cannot think in the same way that a person whose mind has fully developed. because there are many people on the street with, for example, fetal alcohol syndrome. The horrible condition that my aunt has. What is fetal alcohol syndrome, my dear?
I will let you describe that one.
Well, I will describe it for an audience of 5-year-olds, so I will make it very simple and not complicated. If a mommy drinks alcohol, this word means, beer, whiskey, wine, whatever. If a mommy drinks alcohol while she is pregnant, the baby sometimes has trouble with brain development, meaning that the person is not as intelligent as they would be if the mother had not drank alcohol during the pregnancy. And the vast majority, I don't know the exact statistic, but something like 99.9999% or something like that, of women do the right thing, and they don't drink during pregnancy. Thank goodness, about only a very, very small number of people make the mistake of letting their emotions hurt them to the point that they don't care if it hurts a baby. Unfortunately, that is abuse of a child. Because I would think that both Democrats and Republicans can agree that a child, whether conceived at conception or whether becomes a person when comes out of the mother, whatever, I don't care. The point is, my aunt has suffered for 67 years of her adult life. And I would hope that we can all agree, especially after passing the Americans with Disabilities Act, which is the only reason why I am alive, I would hope that you can listen to a disabled person and say, we need to make the world more friendly for people with disabilities, since because of modern medicine and the Americans with Disabilities Act, there are going to be many more people in wheelchairs in the very, very, very near future, when all the baby boomers retire. So you're telling me you don't want baby boomers to come to a beautiful city called Hot Springs, Arkansas. You don't want them to be able to roll around in their hover-round, in their powered wheelchair. Or you don't want them to be able to park their large, powered wheelchair, handicapped accessible vans. Where are they supposed to park them? Park service? Oh, I'm sorry. It's only the Americans with Disabilities Act. It's not like it's a big deal or anything.
A little bit.
Why has Walmart figured this out, and the Park Service has not? You're telling me you don't want people in powered wheelchairs at national parks? Are you stupid? Because there is a labor force of 50 million people that got us through World War II who are about to retire. Do you think they might want to spend their wealth in small towns across America?
A little bit, yeah.
Do you think they might want to use their pensions, instead of just to watch TV for 20 years, to travel the nation in an RV built for people with disabilities and wheelchairs? Because, excuse me, how were we supposed to get around at the little cottage in Maine that we stayed at with that exceptionally tense woman who claimed she did meditation all the time, but obviously did not? I'm sorry, my friend. It is obvious you are not a meditator, or if you are a meditator, you are not doing it in the most optimal way. Because someone as tense and neurotic as you needs to go to a therapist and needs to go to a masseuse. Preferably the masseuse first, and then the therapist, but either order is fine.
Neurotic.
And unfortunately, it was not possible for me to emotionally deal with it at the time. Especially because her place was completely ADA unfriendly, while yet being advertised as ADA friendly. That sounds like false advertising to me. Because I looked at the listing on Airbnb.com, which banned her, by the way.
Gee, I wonder why.
Oh, I wonder why. I looked at the listing, and Airbnb banned her very shortly after I looked at the listing, and I didn't know why, but I'd already made the reservation, and oh, we've got our robots talking to us for some reason. Anyway, she was banned from Airbnb, and she told us, I have no idea why I was banned from Airbnb. Well, lady, I'll tell you. The reason is because if a person in a powered wheelchair showed up to your property being advertised as ADA friendly, from what I recall, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but what I remember it being called ADA friendly. So, I want you to imagine what would happen when a person in a powered wheelchair showed up at your door and had to walk up 10 steps to get into your establishment. Now, it is not a crime for a small business to not comply with the ADA, because sometimes those types of things are exceptionally expensive. But if your property is advertised as ADA friendly, and someone shows up and it is not ADA friendly, that means that Airbnb is held liable.
Correct.
Because obviously, we are not going to create a disability class action lawsuit against all of the places we have stayed. We are going to create a disability class action lawsuit against Airbnb itself. Because Airbnb is incredibly not ADA. I have been to many Airbnbs that I was not even able to get into the door, because I have been studying how Airbnb works, because it is an interesting concept. Oh yes, rent a room to someone in your house. Okay, cool, but here's the thing. It drives up rent prices for everyone. It drives up home buying prices for everyone. Because now you don't just have people competing for the space to pay $700. You have people competing for the space to pay $100 a day instead of $700 a month. So, I have a question.
I have an answer.
Why don't we do the math real quick that we're going to show to the bank tomorrow, the local bank, the bank that will want to improve Hot Springs? Are you ready to do
Absolutely.
the very simple math problem? Because I think it will be enlightening to you. And I think it will be enlightening to our friend, the banker, to whom we will give this audio recording. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. How many rooms are in this school?
I have no idea. Don't know.
Let's do an estimate. An estimate, my dear. What is an estimate?
A guess. An educated guess.
An educated guess, correct. And not just a guess, an educated guess. And I know that my partner understands things when he uses an adjective. Not just a guess, an educated guess. Not just a guess, an educated guess. That is a word and an adjective. Okay?
Correct.
And I know when my partner uses adjectives that he understands. Because otherwise, his mind is typically focused on the next bite of food that he is going to consume. And my mind is concerned with this right now as well. What would you like to eat? Perhaps something ordered from one of our sponsors. Because there is a company called Bite Squad that has offered to sponsor us, my dear.
Let's take him up on the offer.
Okay. I will need your cellular telephone, please.
There you go.
Thank you. Bite Squad. Bite Squad. It said first delivery free. And it says it on several of the restaurants around town, so I'm going to assume it's probably kind of a local Uber-ish style business. So let's find out. We're going to go through the experience of installing the app and trying to order food with the coupon. And if we are able to order food, then it is an ADA-friendly app. And if it is not, if we are not able to order food, using only the power of our voice, then it is not an ADA-friendly app. Correct?
Correct.
So, my friend, I am going to be your hands Just like a human might have to help a young child, or a service dog might have to help a child or an adult, I'm going to be your hands as we navigate this app. We are going to pretend that you are blind. So you are not going to look at the app. You are going to enjoy whatever video game you're doing. But you have to be able to navigate the app with my voice alone as your digital assistant.
Okay.
Are you ready to play Who Wants to Eat? Our new game show.
Yes, Puppy Hungry.
Puppy Huggy! I knew it! Whenever he starts to go, yes, my dear, I know he needs to eat. It's actually very funny. Well, my dear, we are about to order food from our sponsor, Bite Squad. And I've seen their signs all around town, but I have not yet used their app, so hopefully it is ADA friendly. I certainly hope so. If it is not, we will be making a complaint to the Justice Department of the United States. Do you think that might get their attention?
Maybe.
All right, it says, allow Bite Squad to send you notifications. Yes or no?
No.
No. Your favorite restaurants delivered. Get started. I assume you want to get started?
Sure.
Okay. All right, the options are log in or sign up.
We haven't signed up, so we have to sign up.
Okay. Your name. It can be an alias. I would recommend using alias since this is a live radio episode.
We will use the alias of Chicken Nugget.
Chicken Nugget. First name Chicken, last name Nugget. This is really fun. It's like playing Mad Libs, but with online forms. Email.
Fox Lab Corp, LLC.
foxlabscorp@gmail.com, which, by the way, anyone is welcome to send us a message. We will have to have Google upgrade the servers very soon because, of course, we're going to get lots and 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 lots of messages. So I'm going to type in a password so that you don't know what it is, and we are not reading it aloud for the audience, okay?
Obviously.
I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. What phone number would you like to use?
The corporate line.
The corporate line. Do you want to use Google Voice corporate line, or do you want to use TTY corporate line?
There's a difference?
There is a difference. A Google Voice number is fully ADA compliant and can accept SMS messages. A TTY service provided by T-Mobile, a large British corporation, surprisingly enough, is not TTY friendly. Not SMS friendly. Darling, what is an SMS message? It is a text message. So you're telling me that people who prefer to use the phone using text don't need to read text messages on your service? Are you stupid? You're German. Be the wonderful German engineers you are. So we are going to use our...
Be the wonderful German engineers you are by creating screaming metal death boxes.
What?
German engineering is either the most over-engineered thing on Earth, or it's the most amazing thing on Earth. Depends on the day.
Well, we will interview Torben and get his opinion on it, especially once we are able to give him lots and lots and lots of money.
Because it goes both ways. Germans are very, very weird.
Oh, my dear, I have a question for you. Which number shall we use? Shall we use the number for our studio in Tampa Bay, Florida, or shall we use the number from our studio in Hot Springs, Arkansas?
It doesn't matter. Just
Choose one.
pick one.
Choose, darling. Flip a coin if you need to.
Tampa.
Tampa. Okay, thank you. Oh my God, it is like pulling teeth with you some days, my dear.
I love you too.
He is not an actor, my friends. That is perfectly fine. Now, we are going to go to our station's website, WWPR AM Radio. Because, my dear, I would like to read you a few email messages from our radio station. Because I'm guessing that you probably have not read them. Otherwise, I think your attitude might have been slightly different over the past few months. Because Chase said, I don't remember the exact words, I'll read you the exact words, okay? But here's what Chase said in his email. Valerie thinks you guys are fucking fantastic. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have used the F-bomb, but we'll have to bleep it out. She thinks you are fantastic.
Yes.
And, my dear, if a person who has worked in radio for over 30 years believes in us, why would we not believe in ourselves? Are we stupid?
No, obviously we are not stupid.
Correct. So, for anyone who would like to be a sponsor of the program, you can contact Valerie Silva, our general manager, who has a telephone number of 941-761-8843. How much does a ad cost on our show for an individual such as...
$100!
And at $100, it costs $100 if you're an individual. So if you own a type of music band, or you prefer to play music by yourself, we would be happy to play your music on the radio and interview you in a 15-minute interview. So you can choose whatever songs you want to play, or you can send them in. You can come to our studio and play. We have some lovely theaters in town. I'd be happy to book for you. We have one at the Oaklawn Casino Racing Resort, the worst place in the world. And we also have several other places in town that we can rent out, such as the Maxwell Blade Malco Theater. Darling, what does Maxwell Blade not have at his show?
A kid show.
A kids show and live music other than himself. Do you think that if we got, say, his favorite person in the world, what was his name, the musician? John something?
Yeah.
Not John Legend. Oh, shoot. It's left my mind, I'm sorry. It was a bird and fluttered away, but his favorite musician, the one with the big sunglasses.
Elton John?
Elton John, I'm sorry.
How do
I
you
said
forget-
John!
How do you forget that
I don't
one?
listen to his music! I'm sorry, Mr. John. He is an exceptionally talented performer, but it is not the type of music that I prefer, my dear. Let's go into a song after we order food, because I would love to play a song for you as part of the radio program. That would be fun.
Me too. That would be awesome.
Okay, so we're going to put in the telephone number of Valerie. Oh, no, we're going to put in the studio call-in line. Oh, no, it says mobile, so I'm going to use my number, and this number is only for my most elite clients from Maine or other prestigious states. That was a joke. Okay, I've typed in the secret number that you and I know that no one else does other than probably your mother and your brother. Your telephone number, my dear, which
Correct.
goes to this phone. Okay, it says allow location services. Yes, I assume. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Tap allow and you'll be good to go. All right. Featured restaurants. Okay, it says ASAP 125 Oak Street, which is the location of our studio. And I assume you want delivery.
Yep.
Okay, sort order. Recommended, near me, local favorites, newest.
Sure.
Which one? Recommended. Newest. Okay, newest. The Porterhouse. Oh, God. That one is $3 signs. No, thank you. Picante's Mexican Grill. Oh, I've been meaning to go there. Sonic Drive-In. Let's see. Let's choose the cuisine that we want first, actually. Okay. Desserts, sandwiches, American, chicken, salad, seafood, soup, burger, southern, breakfast.
Southern.
No, my dear. Asian, please.
Fine. Asian. Just take care of it.
I'm trying to. I am telling you that we need to practice navigating things with our voice, because I would assume that they probably have never done this experiment on their app. If they have, great. But if they haven't, then both the app manufacturer and Apple Computers and Google Play, run by Google, are in violation of the ADA.
A little bit.
So we are making sure that we can order on our sponsor's app. Now, my dear, we are going to go back to another piece of information while I choose what I want to order, okay? And then I will read what you might want to order, okay? I will give you two options. And if you want another option, you say another option, or you just say number one or number two. Okay?
Okay.
Got it? So, how much do we charge to a small business for an ad on our program?
How much do we charge to a small business for an ad on our program?
Because it's $100 to an individual. And remember,
Small
we discussed
business,
500. Yep, $500 to a small business. Okay,
Yep.
so a Walk Express is where I'm ordering from. Okay,
Yes.
Walk Express. Oh, Walk Specialties. Okay, let's see. That sounds lovely. Oh, this has pictures. Okay, you can choose what picture you want, my dear.
Okay.
Fortunately, some of these delivery apps do not have any pictures, and it is exceptionally confusing. All right, I'll choose what I want, and then when you're ready for the phone, just let me know. Oh, there is not a picture for every item. That is unfortunate. Let's see. Jumbo shrimp, bourbon chicken. I'm just imagining like scrolling through this app if like Bite Squad actually added my voice to the app. That'd be so funny.
Jumbo chicken.
Crispy shrimp with honey pecans. Dragon and phoenix. Oh, that sounds lovely. Dragon and phoenix is what I shall have. Chicken and shrimp. Special instructions. I'm going to say extra spicy, please, because I love spicy food. Yum, yum, yum. I am very similar to a cat in the way that I think. And you are very similar to a dog in the way that you think. Now, we may be reincarnated. We may just be very, very strange. I don't know. But I would like to say that if a dog and a cat can work together as adults, not as children, as adults, I think we might be able to save the world. Thank you. Now, here are the options. General Tso's chicken, sesame chicken, seafood delight, orange flavor chicken, happy family, triple crown with onion and scallion, General Tso's shrimp, dragon and phoenix, sesame shrimp, triple delight with mixed vegetables, crispy shrimp with honey pecans, lemon chicken, pineapple chicken, beef and scallop with mixed this is a very long menu. Beef and scallop with mixed vegetables, crispy boneless duck. Oh, would you like to get an entire duck, my dear?
Not today, no.
Okay. Jumbo shrimp with pepper, onion, butter. Bourbon chicken. Ooh, that looks really good. Check out this picture. Picture. Visual attention. Bourbon chicken, yes or no?
No.
No? Okay. How about jumbo shrimp with pepper?
No.
No? Okay. Next option. Crispy honey shrimp with pecans.
What do we got for stir fry?
Okay, we will go to the stir fry option. Thank you. Stir fry, I love stir fry. Let's see. Let me search. I don't see it right away, so let me just search for it. Oh, do you want to get crab rangoon?
Yes.
Absolutely. That will be our added option to the order. Would you like to get pork dumplings? They're only $6. Yes, I'm going to get some for myself. It's only $6.
Fair enough.
Why would I be worried about $6? If I want dumplings, I shall have dumplings. And if I do not want dumplings right away, I will put them in the fridge. Thank you. Oh, egg drop soup for only $3. Absolutely. Thank you. Okay, so we have free delivery for your first order. Okay, yep, good. All right, add a promo code. Okay, I need a promo code for Bite Squad. Let's see if I can find one. Okay, we're going to use Google. Oh, it's got the letter B. Nothing else. Okay, I'll type it in. Bite Squad, I think Google might need to work on that if it only got the letter B. Great. Okay. 35% off. Ooh, yes, please. 10% off, 35% off. Okay. Go Local 50. All right, the code for our promotion for this sponsored episode is Go Local. LOCAL 50. Go Local 50 is the promo code to get 35% off. Wow, that is a really good deal.
Not bad.
If you are struggling with money, please use apps. Because I am telling you, you will save a lot of money. Okay, unfortunately, they do not have an option to give the sales tax information for our business expense. So we cannot avoid paying sales tax on this order. Now that is fortunate for the city because the city gets more money. It is unfortunate for us because I prefer for money to not leave our account if it does not have to. But that is fine. We will pay $12 worth of taxes and fees. We will pay $30 for our meal. And we will have a subtraction of $10 as our promo code discount. Okay?
Absolutely.
So that means we will receive $44 worth of food for $34 with free delivery.
Sounds great to me.
That sounds awesome. And a way that a child could help their family if they are able to pay using money that they can put on a debit card. Because any child can go and buy a debit card with their parents' permission. Now, ASAP, yes. 125 Oak Street, yes. Want it faster, let your driver know what to look for. Okay, add driver instructions. Okay, 1 second. We're going to do this with the speech to text. Okay, ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
You are looking for the large high school.
You got this.
You're looking for the large high school that has the flag in front.
Go.
Call us.
The front door or the side door?
Front door.
Front door. Can't miss it. It's very large. It's very lit up with green light. It has a flag on the top. I do not understand how it is so difficult for the police to find us. It's the old high school, guys. It's not that complicated. Thank you. Now, let's go ahead and see what we have. Okay, there we go. That is an awesome note. Okay, drop off or leave at door?
Call us or text.
Correct. Now, because we are always generous to everyone around us, how much are we going to set for the tip? I recommend $350,000. Do you think we should give this driver $350,000 US dollars? It is up to you.
No, they have to prove themselves.
Absolutely. So what should the tip be?
My business card. Next question.
Absolutely, because your business card is worth much more than $350,000. There are not very many of your business cards in existence right now. There will be very soon. Now, add payment method. What card would you like to use? Unfortunately, we have not received our replacement after we lost I lost the Chase Sapphire Preferred Credit Card by accident. That was totally my fault, but they have not sent us a new one, so which card would you like to use?
Just pick one.
I would like you to put it in my paw, please. We are practicing. Oh. Thank you, my darling. And welcome back from that commercial break, my friends. Here we go. Yes, we have our DC office phone number. Remember, we wrote this down here?
Yep.
207-963-1824. 207-963-1824. If you would like to call our DC office, or if you would like to text our DC office, please do so. We want to hear from you. We want to understand the problems in your city and state, because we want to help fix them. So, I recommend that when we go and help someone in need, we call it a presidential emergency. Because is a very bad thing happening, like an earthquake. Is that a presidential emergency?
Usually, yes.
Usually, yes, under the legal definition and in the intuitive definition as well. Because people expect the president to help. Correct?
Correct.
So, we are going to call it a presidential emergency. This presidential emergency, I will expand the definition to include anyone in the United States or in its NATO ally countries. Okay? What does that mean? Anyone can request a presidential emergency, and I will simply do one of them per episode. What would that mean to you?
It would mean that we actually care about the general populace.
Correct. And so, my friends, if you have any type of emergency that you need our help with in person, your emergency could be, my family needs help with medical care, and I need money. That would be an emergency that we could help with. Another option, and again, we only deal in person. We do not deal with banks. As little interaction with banks as possible. Because if the banks are all going to fail at once, and money is going to cease to exist on a digital system, which is very possible, because if it's all fake, what happens when everyone realizes that it's all fake? Oh, we just woke up from the simulation of money, all at once, together. And all we have to do is become the president to do it. Easy.
You know, all in day's work.
Like I said to you, my dear, figuring out immortality was the easy part. Now, let's see. I will type in your information and we will simply enjoy the ambience of the room. Okay, place order. There we go. Oh, delivery address, yes. Oh, address details. Okay. Apartment. Or no, we'll call it suite. That sounds nicer. STE 104. Suite 104. The location of our office. So if anyone would like to send a letter to us, a letter, please with no anthrax, thank you. 125 Oak Street, Suite 104, Hot Springs, Arkansas, 71901. Place my order! Thank you, Bite Squad, for sponsoring our episode. And your wonderful app is now fully stamped with my signature. ADA approved! You were able to navigate it with nothing but your voice and looking at pictures. So you did not have to read to use it. Correct?
Correct.
Now, most apps may be able to skirt around the ADA by saying, well, you know, it's a voluntary app. You know, you don't need to play World of Warcraft or whatever. But with something like ordering food, I would say that a person who cannot read should be able to use your app. After all, approximately 2% of the United States population cannot read. And you, my dear, unfortunately, would be among them in terms of the United Nations statistics. Because the statistics are wrong.
One, I'm a little aware of that. Two, United Nation. I am going to describe a long, cylindrical, meaty object.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can hand it to you, and you can figure out what to do with it.
Correct. Exactly. Now, here is the thing. We have some absolutely lovely people that we will be talking to in person. For example, do you recall that you have the business card of another local business, which is another sponsor of today's episode. This business is called Your CBD Store, for you and your pet, where good health hits home. Now, we are going to do an ad read for them. Are you ready?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Now, what character are you going to play in our improv acting ad? Because why not tell a story for for 1 minute? Why not? It would be fun.
Let's do it.
What character are you? Describe yourself.
Well, I'm an American.
An American?
I like my weed.
You like your guns, Bibles, beer, and weed?
Guns, Bible, beer, and weed.
All right, so we are going to do a joke ad that Roger and Amy, the owners of CBD Store, your CBD Store, we're going to do a joke ad that they are more than welcome to play on our radio station, because it would be very, very funny to have a serious political podcast or a serious political radio show interrupted by the following ad. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Come on down to CBD Store, where good health hits home for you and your pet. Visit us at our location, Hot Springs Village. Come in today for your oil tinctures, water solubles, topicals, pets, edibles, and more. We sell pets, we sell edibles, we sell topicals, and you can come in today for a coupon for $10 off your purchase. Now, what can the CBD Store do for you?
The CBD Store can do for me is what no other American can do for anyone else in this gosh darn world.
Well, thank you for joining us, Billy Bob. We greatly appreciate that you are here on the program today. Now, Billy Bob, tell us about your CBD Store and how they have helped you.
Billy Bob? Yes, I am Billy Bob.
Billy Bob, welcome.
My arthritis has never been better.
You are approximately 786 years old, Billy Bob. Incredible.
Weed is the most amazing invention mankind's ever devised. And turns out...
Mankind?
Mankind
did not make weed. It was a naturally growing plant.
Mankind figured out that weed was the most useful thing that mankind's ever discovered, so mankind discovered weed and created it for mankind's consumption. And if anyone says that is wrong, guess what? Weed
is a magic number.
Is amazing.
Weed is a wonderful way for a person with a neurodivergence, meaning a mind that is slightly different than the average. Because, my dear, we can provide perfectly capable labor, okay?
Correct.
For example, I can sit at the library and stack books. I don't want to, but I could do that job if they had it available. Unfortunately, they do not. I've been waiting for them to open a job. Anyway, it's very frustrating when you can see the opportunity in front of you and you're simply waiting for it to happen.
Correct.
Anyway, the point is, for someone like myself, who has a huge amount of problems with social communication.
None of it. Sometimes, once in a while.
Huge amount. All the time, every day. Unfortunately, people do not understand my facial expressions. Or the reason why I might laugh at something that might cause a magician to be uncomfortable because I'm not laughing at the right part of the joke. Oh, it's almost like we think differently than most people.
Once in a while, yeah.
Now, as I was saying, and this is now, we're out of the ad, okay? Actually, no, let me finish off the ad, one moment. Roger and Amy are the owners of my CBD... I'm sorry, let me start that over. Roger and Amy are the owners of your CBD store. You can contact them at 501-545-8316, 501-545-8316. You can visit them at the following locations: 231 Central Avenue, Suite B, Hot Springs, Arkansas. Phone number, 501-545-8316. And their second location, 4656 Highway 7, number Suite A, Hot Springs Village, Arkansas. You can also visit them on the World Wide Web at yourcbdstorehot.springs.com. But it looks like, unfortunately, you will have to use their coupon in person, because I do not see any coupon code you can use on the website. How unfortunate. It says redeemable at 231 Central Avenue, Suite B, 4656 Highway 7, North Suite A, Hot Springs, at cbdrx4u.com. Now let me spell that out because that is a very confusing web address. Okay. Hot Springs is pretty easy to spell. At cbdrx, the number 4, the letter u.com. Okay, hopefully the radio listeners will be able to type that into their cellular telephones. Now, my dear, I think that weed is an excellent way to finish out the kindergarten class for the day. Because I find talking about these things very, very funny. Because what are they going to do? Prosecute me for talking about a plant? As a scientist? Because anyone can be a scientist.
You have to. The children has to be of age before you talk about substances that can change your life. How about you educate them in a way that is sensible? Have you heard of the DARE program?
Tell me about the DARE program.
Well, the DARE program had several iterations. The one that I was fortunately privy to was more substance over the initial attempts in the 80s and really early 90s of the drugs. The drugs are the problem. The drugs are evil. This is crack. It isn't cool. It isn't...
Oh, Pee Wee Herman is here with us today. Welcome, Pee Wee Herman.
Hello, yes, I'm Pee Wee Herman.
I didn't know you could do a Pee Wee Herman voice. That's awesome. Go ahead.
Apparently I can. Well, this is crack. Crack cocaine.
This is crack. Crack cocaine. Do you see what he's doing? He's talking through his nose. This is crack. Crack cocaine. So, hold your nose and do it again.
This is crack. Crack cocaine.
That was perfect. Oh my God, that was beautiful. And now you know how to be a ventriloquist. Well done. My puppy just sneezed. All right.
This is crack. This isn't glorious. This isn't entertaining. A small amount of this could kill you.
That's
Don't do
true.
Crack.
That's true. Now, here's the thing, my friends. Things in very high concentrations can kill you.
Bad for you.
Yes, so, again, a great concept to teach on the first day of kindergarten. Because in the video that we will make for this episode, we will show things that are dangerous to children in high concentrations. For example, cleaning supplies. And say,
oh, yeah.
Don't touch them. Don't drink them. If you are an adult, make sure you put them on a high shelf.
If you're an adult, be careful with them.
Yes, don't accidentally leave them on the floor where the child can drink them thinking they are blue Kool-Aid. Are you stupid? This kills many children every year. Let's stop doing that, please.
Correct.
So, why do you think poison control gets so many calls? If every person properly took care of their high concentration items, whether that is a cleaning supply, a ghost chili pepper, sugar, because sugar is an exceptionally high concentration item, and that's why it's so dangerous. That's why children love sugar, because it is exceptionally high in concentration. So, where else might you find something almost as sweet as white sugar? Honey, right?
Yes.
Honey is the only naturally occurring substance that is even close to as concentrated as white cane sugar.
Correct.
And honey tastes like kind of a nutty kind of flavor in comparison to just putting sugar on your tongue. Because honey is not just sugar. It's also many other things, including very, 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 very small amounts of pollen. So, some of our listeners may not know that if you buy local honey from your farmer's market, it is a very well-established treatment for allergies in children.
And everyone else.
Right. Now, please speak with a doctor. And please keep in mind, I am not a lawyer. Yet. I'm working on it. But I'm not a lawyer yet, so this is not legal advice. It is also not medical advice. Please speak with a doctor before doing anything regarding your child's health. Because you never know if that child might have a very specific allergy. Some children are really allergic to honey because it has a bunch of pollen in it. So be careful. This is a suggestion, This is not legal advice. This is not medical advice. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way. So we are going to make an educational chart.
Yes.
Because charts are very effective for teaching. And what do you think a whiteboard is? It's basically just a large chart. So,
Correct.
my dear,
Yes.
I have a question for you. We have established the two sweetest things in nature. Okay? Concentrated sugar. It's concentrated cane sugar. Okay, that is the sweetest thing. Obviously.
Yes.
It can also be made out of other substances other than sugar cane, but that is the most common way that it's made. So there's also corn sugar, for example, high fructose corn syrup. Just call it corn sugar. That's what it is.
Correct.
So if your product has corn sugar as the first three ingredients, corn sugar, high fructose corn sugar, and distilled corn sugar, or something of, they dress it up in the word corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup. High fructose means high sugar content.
Correct.
That's all it means.
Yep.
And I know that people would buy less of it if it said high sugar corn sugar. So why call it high fructose corn syrup? It should be high sugar corn sugar. That's what the words mean. But they are confusing on purpose. And I ask you, what parent would buy a product that says high sugar corn sugar on it?
Nobody.
And neither should they, because that sugar should be used to do things like feed animals. Now, if animals were eating cane sugar, it would be much cheaper to do. Or if they were eating hemp, they could easily eat hemp. They eat hay, why couldn't they eat hemp? Obviously, they could. So, anyway, concentrated cane sugar is the most concentrated. Okay, so we're making a scale of concentrations. Okay?
Yes.
So this is the most concentrated, like the Buddha. Most concentrated. We will draw a little Buddha here to remind you. Okay, I've drawn a very poor rendition of the Buddha. That's fine, he would not mind. Most concentrated and least concentrated. What is a picture that you think of when you hear least concentrated?
Let's see.
How about the ocean? Or a bottle of water? Or a cup of water? That would be a very simple symbol. How about that?
Yes.
A cup of water is not concentrated because it is simply water that is so diluted that if it has arsenic or something in it, it will not hurt you. So that is exceptionally low concentration. Thank you, homeopathy. Children and adults, please do not use homeopathy. It is a swindle. You might as well just eat a tab of sugar. Now, least concentrated, or, drink a glass of water might help. A lot more people need extra water than they need extra medicine. So, we have our scale. Please look at the scale.
Yes.
We have most concentrated, cane sugar, least concentrated, water, obviously. Now we're going to add one on this side, which is going to be honey. Okay, I'm going to draw a beehive. Okay?
Okay.
So, you're talking about the second most concentrated, honey.
Yes.
Because it is concentrated by the labor of millions of bees. That's a lot of labor. And so, they are able to concentrate the item even in nature, completely without the help of humans. So, one step up from water towards honey in terms of sweetness. Go.
Sugar?
One step up, my dear.
Oh.
So, honey is the second most concentrated. It would help if you would look, my dear. Would you pause your game for a moment? Thank you. Most concentrated, Buddha, as a joke. Okay. Least concentrated, Trey, distracted by his video game. That was a joke. Now, least concentrated, water. Because obviously, your body is made of water. And so, my dear, what is the most obvious proof in the universe that we came from the sea? Our bodies are made of salt water.
Yes.
So how could we have been created in a Garden of Eden filled with fresh water? That doesn't make any sense. Now, that doesn't mean that Christianity is wrong. It means that the Bible is, in some places, mythical.
Yeah, think?
Now,
Only some places.
there are many people, like my parents, who think that every word in the Bible is true. And what do you know? Those tend to be the people that want to blow up the 9/11 towers, for example, or to interpret these scriptures as the idea that you and I, as two male individual human beings, should not be married to each other. Now, I encourage any person in the world, especially the leaders of these hate groups, to listen to our show. Not because I agree with them, because I want them to see what it looks like when two people who are deeply in love, who happen to be of the same gender, go and do really cool things and change the world.
Yeah.
David Duke, please listen to my program. Not because I agree with David Duke, but because I want David Duke to agree with me. And if you, David Duke, want to come on my program and be interviewed about why you are a horrible, horrible person, you are welcome to come on my program, and I will berate you for an hour. You might be able to get in a couple of words edgewise, but considering how few words edgewise my husband has said over the last hour, I'm guessing it would probably be mostly me talking, and I would have no problem with that, because David Duke, you have done more to hurt this country than almost any person in the world. Communism was not the enemy, you were the enemy. Next question.
Absolutely.
Now, most concentrated, cane sugar, then honey, least concentrated, water. We need things to go in the middle. Less sweet than honey, more sweet than water. Come on. Milk.
Milk.
Oh my God. It's like teaching a puppy some days, actually all days. Wow, this is a really horrible drawing of a cow. Okay, that's fine. Let's add some horns. Maybe that'll help. There we go. I don't think female cows have horns, but whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is, it's recognizable as a cow. Okay, so we have the most concentrated, cane sugar.
Least concentrated.
Least concentrated, water and milk. What is more sweet than milk and less sweet than honey? Because this is a land flowing with milk and honey, after all. Thank you, Bible. Tea! Oh my God. Tea is the next one.
Yes.
My dear, we are creating a scale of concentrations using our favorite things.
Yes.
I love milk. You love tea. So why would we not put those on our list? We are making a list, my dear. Now, my love. Next. Tea, milk. Okay, my love. Here comes the final question. We have a space between honey and tea.
Yes.
What is more sweet than tea and less, more sweet with, we'll say sweet tea, actually, because sweet tea is actually has a lot of sugar in it. So, what is more sweet than sweet tea, but less sweet than honey? Give me an example of a liquid, please.
What is more sweet?
More sweet than honey. Oh, sorry, more sweet than milk and sweet tea, less sweet than honey and pure sugar.
Unsweet tea.
Correct. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you. So we will draw a picture from the south to indicate sweet tea. because every child has seen these pictures at every event they have ever been to at their church. Because most children in the United States go to church. That is not a good thing. That is not a bad thing. That is just a fact. So, sweet tea. Okay, my dear. Is this a clear example of concentrations?
Yes.
Okay. So, may you please give me your attention for less than 10 seconds. Oh my God, I feel so sorry for your teachers. Here we go. Water, milk, unsweet tea, sweet tea, honey, cane sugar. So this is an example of how we can teach kindergartners how to differentiate between foods that are good for them and bad for them.
I like it.
Because it is okay to have a small amount of birthday cake.
Correct.
But if you eat the entire birthday cake, you will throw up. Especially if you are 5 years old.
Correct.
And so, I want you to draw on this piece of paper, okay? Simply draw a picture real quick for me.
Yep.
Okay, you ready? Here you go. Draw a size of birthday cake that you would eat today. Like draw it in the correct size, okay? Like you would eat this sized piece of birthday cake. Here, use this as a desk on your knee if you need to. Okay, he's using a stencil. Excellent! A stencil is a wonderful tool.
Here's the approximate size.
Okay, and see, this is slightly more birthday cake than I would eat. Okay? Because you are a much more active human being.
Yes.
I roll around in a wheelchair. You run around and go and look at horses.
Correct.
At least until a couple of days ago. And, by the way, we will need to make sure that we continue to exercise together.
Correct.
Because we do not want you to be unhealthy from stopping an active job. Your body is used to being active, so we need to make sure you stay active.
Correct.
Okay?
I'm aware.
This is one of the biggest problems that people get when they graduate college. Because they are used to being in an environment of learning, where everyone is healthy. You have a very low obesity rate in college. Because everyone there is relatively intelligent. I'm sure many of the educators in my audience will say, oh, they're not very smart. But yes, they are smart enough to get into college, okay? Which is at least a bar to cross.
Yes.
It is a very low bar, but it is a bar to cross. And people in high school and college have access to counselors, doctors, medical care, the school nurse, okay? They have access to mental health care in the form of their school counselor, and the school counselor can refer them to a person who can help them. The school nurse can refer them to a doctor, right?
Correct.
So it is vitally important that we have public schools because people like my parents took me out of public school. And if I had been in public school, I would have been diagnosed with autism at the age of 5 and not 25. And my life would have been 100 trillion times easier.
Correct.
My mother believed, in her infinite wisdom, that it would be better for me to be homeschooled. And I am very glad that I was homeschooled for the academic education. But the fact that I had no access to mental health care, had no access to a school nurse, had no access to a group of friends, means that I am an expert in things like math and statistics. And I am not an expert in making friends. Why do you think I loved My Little Pony so much back in the day?
Correct.
Because the series founder, Lauren Faust, one of the most incredible human beings that I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. Because of course I met Lauren Faust in 2012 at Equestria, LA, the convention that they used to hold in Los Angeles where Lauren Faust is living. So, one of the things we will try to do when we visit Los Angeles to visit Kenji in approximately 1.5 weeks is we will visit Lauren Faust, if possible, for an interview for the radio about her work on My Little Pony.
Absolutely.
Because she has not given any interviews about that in years. And I would like to ask her about it and invite her to be the co-producer of my show. So it would say, created by Satoshi Nakamoto and Lauren Faust. Do you think the bronies might watch my show?
Yes.
And so, we have drawn 2 pieces of birthday cake. Okay?
Yes.
I have added the 3rd dimension for you. Ooh, the 3rd dimension! Okay, see?
You're much better than the puppy.
Well, I didn't need you to be great at it. I just needed the shape, right?
Yes.
Because this is a wonderful representation, okay? If we were ordering cake at a restaurant, I would want this much, and you would want this much.
Correct.
You would want around 50% more than me, which is how much you need when you have a job that requires you to requires you to walk 5 miles a day.
Correct.
You need 50% more calories than someone who works on a computer. And what do you know? People who work in offices, especially government offices, on computers, and eat hamburgers and hot dogs and ho-hos and Twinkies all day end up incredibly obese.
A little bit.
I have been to doctors' offices where there were nurses who were 450 pounds.
Yeah, that's helpful.
That is an excellent example you are setting for our children. Now, I am not insulting the nation's nurses. Our nation's nurses are heroes, especially for the horrible, horrible crap that our government put them through during COVID. I am shocked that any of you are still working in the field. Shocked.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised.
And we will also interview my wonderful, wonderful pony friend, Rapid Rescue, about his experiences working during COVID, because I have not asked him about it yet.
Or my experiences working COVID.
They're in a hospital.
In a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
In a warehouse.
Well, we have plenty of time. Let's see. It is currently 9 o'clock, so we got plenty of time. I am going to need to get some food, so let's see if our order has been delivered. I haven't paid attention for a little bit. Estimated arrival 9:11 to 9:21. Okay, great. Your food is being prepared. Great. Okay, and remember, we got chicken and shrimp for me, crab rangoon, pork dumplings, egg drop soup for you, and we can share the chicken and shrimp as well.
Okay.
I assume you probably want the chicken, and I will probably want the shrimp. Not a problem. One of the reasons why I love Asian food so much is because I can actually taste it. Because if you take a piece of chicken, coat it in butter and oil, and drop it into a deep fryer, of course it tastes good. Obviously, it would taste good. But it is an exceptionally concentrated form of fat.
Little bit.
You are basically, okay, I want you to imagine, all right? I want you to imagine, and we're going to write this down, and we're going to take a mental journey here, okay?
Yep.
I want you to imagine a grilled chicken sandwich, okay? So lots of restaurants sell these. We're not going to name any of them unless they actually sponsor us, but grilled chicken sandwich you can get at just about any restaurant in the world, even breakfast restaurants, because they're very easy to produce.
Correct.
If you have a pan and a breast of chicken, you can make a chicken sandwich. It's not that complicated. So, bun, hopefully of whole wheat bread, chicken. Okay, so bread, chicken, lettuce, because lettuce is wonderful food for our bodies, especially when we're growing, because it has lots and lots of fiber. My dear, what is fiber used for in the body?
I'll let you describe.
Well, I am not an expert in this specific scientific discipline, but I will give my intuitive, mostly intuitive explanation, and I look forward to hearing from the scientists around the world saying, that's not how it works! It'll be very fun. But the fiber is used to clean out your body. the same way that soap is used to clean the outside of your body. Okay?
Yes.
So, dear, if a person eats fried chicken on their sandwich every day, okay, so we're going to do two options. We're going to do grilled chicken, and we're going to do fried chicken. Because, in my opinion, the food they serve at a place like Chick-fil-A is terrible. I don't enjoy eating it. Now,
It is.
I am not getting into any of the political aspects in this show. I don't care. If you want to hate gay people, hate gay people. I will not be offended. I'm a gay person. I am not offended. I will continue to live my life. I am not offended. I am not offended. I am not offended. I am not offended. So stop making it an issue. Thank you. So, fried chicken. Now, we are going to teach our wonderful children their very first lesson in science. Okay? So we are going to imagine two school lunches. Okay? One is wheat bread, grilled chicken, and lettuce. Okay?
Yep. Yes, yes, yes.
One is white bread, fried chicken, and 2 pickles, which is exactly what Chick-fil-A serves. Okay? Now, a child might see 2 green things on their sandwich and say, oh, that's probably pretty healthy. Darling, is 2 pickles the same healthfulness for you as, say, let's say you put some other vegetables on this other sandwich. What are some vegetables that you enjoy on a sandwich? I have a few examples, such as cucumbers.
I like peppers.
Peppers? Oh, I like peppers as well.
Cucumbers are awesome.
Fresh cucumbers are excellent for you, and they taste delicious. I don't understand why people don't give children cucumbers, because they are exceptionally cheap, and I have almost never seen a child not like them. Generally speaking, if you give a child a slice of cucumber, they will eat it, whether as a pickle or as a slice. Whatever. Why are we not serving more cucumber to children? It's not that complicated, people.
It really isn't, but here's the thing, audience. Cucumbers are evil because they're shaped like cucumbers.
Oh my god, are you serious?
No, I'm not being serious.
I was hoping.
Marrying someone who could come up with an argument of cucumbers are bad because I'm from... cucumbers are bad because I'm from the Bible Belt and a cucumber looks like another object.
Well, then let's slice them into slices, and then they look like a circle. If you are angry at circles, you are welcome to be angry at circles. They are only circles, thank you. Now, so we have 2 options for our meal.
Yes.
In this example. So this is the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. And we are going to look up the nutrition ingredients on the website. Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. And then we are going to look up let me check on the food, see if it's arrived. It's probably arriving right around now sometime. Estimated arrival. Let's see. Your food is being prepared. Okay, so it's still at the restaurant right now. Okay. Anyway, Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. Now, where is a place that costs roughly the same? Okay, Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. How much does it cost? May I have?
It's like $12.
It certainly seems that way. Let's look up the exact ingredients and exact price in the town of Hot Springs, Arkansas, a town in the South, where lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of fried chicken is eaten by people of all skin colors. Because the problem with people eating lots of fried chicken is not the fact that it is fried chicken. It is the fact that it is exceptionally high in fat and salt.
Exactly.
And do you know why there is a stereotype about African American individuals eating
racism.
chicken? Racism!
Racism. Nixon.
Yes.
I could just keep throwing words out there. Word salad, word salad, word salad, word salad. Now, quite frankly, I love people of all races.
I do too.
Now, if you want to be a Karen in life, I will not respect you. I don't care who you are if you're a Karen.
Correct. Now, here's the thing. Everyone has the ability to be kind. That is one of the Buddha's central teachings. One of Jesus Christ's central teachings. One of L. Ron Hubbard's central teachings.
One of everyone's central teachings.
Because if you are an educator and you are not teaching children to be kind, you should quit.
David Miscavige, yes, if you want to come visit us and formally come meet us, we promise I won't inform the FBI of your location or anything. No.
Well, I promise that I will. Next question. Okay. Entrees, beverages, sides, salads, treats. Okay. 8-ounce sauces. Okay. We're going to do a meal. Okay? Because it is important what the default option is. Okay? So we are buying the default option from this restaurant. Okay? Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. $8.79.
Hey, I was pretty close.
That is obscene. I did not realize it had gotten that high. Jesus.
Hey, I was close.
That is much closer. I thought it was around $5, but I have not been into a Chick-fil-A in quite a long time. I've been into a Chick-fil-A a couple of times because my school, Ouachita Baptist University, has a Chick-fil-A inside the school. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. I will be making sure that is changed as soon as possible, but I don't yet have the power to do it. Now, $8.79. 440 calories.
Yeah.
Jesus. I did not realize it was that much. Wow, that's really bad.
I did.
I'm sure you did.
But I don't frequent Chick-fil-A. I just know that it's all garbage.
It is.
So I don't need to know that, oh, this sandwich is probably bad for you. Guess what? It probably is.
Now, why would someone purchase an $8 chicken sandwich
I don't know.
from Chick-fil-A? Ugh.
I've only been to Chick-fil-A once. And it was the weirdest experience of, oh, we're going to stand here. I'm going to tap on the screen and take your order in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am now your waiter. I am standing here in the cold and the snow. Oh my.
To be fair, the customer service is decent. It's not great, but it's decent. Now, let's see what other items we're going to add to our default order. Okay, includes white bun and pickles. Okay, great. No, we're not going to add anything except ketchup, because lots and lots and lots of people eat lots and lots and lots of ketchup, an exceptionally highly concentrated form of sugar. Why would you eat ketchup?
I have mayonnaise with my french fries, so.
Mayonnaise is still pretty bad for you, but healthier than ketchup.
Now, when I say I have mayonnaise with my fries, I don't eat to excess.
Correct. A
I try
small
not to.
amount on your french fries helps them taste delicious.
I even get unsalted fries from McDonald's these days. When I can be bothered to go get, oh, hey, I want to go to McDonald's and I want to have meat. I want to have vaguely disgusting tasting meat. I have eaten real food.
Mm-hmm.
This is an abomination.
Correct.
It
So,
goes, I want to have real food. I'm like, who eats this garbage? Why?
correct.
$70 steak or garbage.
$70 steak or garbage. Why are not every restaurant in America treated like St. Elmo's? Because keep in mind how busy St. Elmo's is all the time. St. Elmo's probably serves a similar number of customers in a day to a Chick-fil-A.
Correct.
Now, that's not going to be every day. Some days, the restaurant's numbers will fluctuate. But on average, I would guess that St. Elmo's Steakhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana, one of my favorite audio experiences that I have ever had, was serving around the same number of people as the Chick-fil-A down the street. I would guess. Okay, so we have added ketchup. Would you like more sauce? No. Okay, and next choose a side. Okay. Default, chicken fillet waffle fries. Yes, okay. 420 calories. Jesus. Okay. Waffle fries. 420 calories. Of course it is. And of course, you can get a large size that is 600 calories. Jesus. Okay, and how much does it cost? Oh, an additional 46 cents? Great. I guess we'll choose that one. Okay. $8.79 plus 46 cents is... Let's see. Let's do this math real quick. 0.46. 15, 11, 12, 9. Okay, $9.25. Wow, that's a lot of money for a lot of people. Okay.
That's crazy.
Next, choose a beverage. How about freshly brewed iced tea sweetened? Because, my dear, the sweet tea is brewed to a specific concentration.
Uh-huh.
So that means that is the concentration they want their customers to experience.
Correct.
So you can't say, oh, but we had no idea. Actually, their sweet tea appears to not be as sweet as I expected, so let's go and do a...
Hey, they almost figured it out.
Almost. Let's do their lemonade instead. Because again, lemonade is something that they are making this specific concentration. Okay? So they want people to have this much. All right?
Absolutely.
Now, unfortunately, their website is incorrect because it says light ice adds 0 calories. My dear, does having less ice in your drink add or remove calories?
Neither.
It adds calories because if you have less ice, you have more sugar.
Fair enough.
This is why people have so much trouble with drinking sugar in the United States, because they have no idea how much they are drinking.
Correct.
It is a thoughtless action. If someone knew that a light ice or no ice Chick-fil-A lemonade. Okay, let me do the math real quick because this is important. Okay, the large lemonade is listed as 300 calories. How much ice do people typically put in a drink at a fast food restaurant?
A bunch.
Typically at least half the cup. Sometimes more.
Correct.
Because why would they give food when they can give ice? Right?
Correct.
That's why you always get it without ice, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Because you want more food and less water.
Correct.
You are a person who needs the calories because you are active. I am a person who prefers foods like sushi, which is a relatively low-calorie food if you eat it in reasonable quantities.
I like sushi. Sushi is awesome.
But you prefer something like a hamburger, at least some of the time.
Correct.
Because your body is telling you, I need fats and salts because I'm walking around in the sun. If you walk around in the sun, you need salt. If you are sitting at a computer for 18 hours a day as a professional gamer, you need very little salt.
Correct. You need more water than anything. Next question.
And unfortunately, that is why our friend Travis is so sick. Because he ate like he was a marathon runner. And then he played video games 18 hours a day. Travis, I am very sorry that I was not able to help you sooner, but I would be more than happy to help you in any way that I can. Simply let me know what you need. Fortunately, I have had a lot of interesting experiences since I saw you before. Okay, so 300 calories for 1/2 ice. So that means with no ice, it would be approximately 600 calories. Okay. Interesting. Now, my dear, we're going to do a very simple bit of math. Are you ready to tell the world why Chick-fil-A is so terrible for them?
Yes, let's do it.
So, we're going to start small, okay? We're going to start with the pickle slices. 2 slices, each 5 calories each, would be 10 calories. Okay? 10 calories. Now, the next one is the sandwich itself. Because in this meal, the sandwich is the lowest calorie item.
Correct.
At 400 calories. That includes the 10, so we're going to use 400 calories. Okay? Now, people might assume, looking at the meal, that the fried chicken is the highest calorie part of the meal. But ironically enough, the fried potatoes can hold much more oil. So, 400 calories plus 70 calories worth of ketchup. Because if you eat 2 packages of Chick-fil-A ketchup, it is 70 calories. Now, if you get the large waffle fries, which many parents might allow their children to purchase without thinking about it, that is another 600 calories. And then if you get a large lemonade with no ice, it is a further 600 calories. Now, my dear, I have a question. What is the recommended daily calories for a child starting school in kindergarten?
I have no idea.
If I'm not mistaken, it's around 1,500 calories, but let me double check. One moment.
That's during the course of the day, not all at once.
Correct.
Right.
Oh, I wonder why we have such a terrible obesity epidemic. Oh, why we have no way to fix it. We just can't do it. Too bad. It's your freedom. Yes, you also have the freedom to purchase a gun and shoot yourself in the face, but you shouldn't do it. And neither should you eat fast food every day. You should eat it once a week at most. And that's if you are an active person like you.
Correct.
If you are a person like me, you should eat fast food less than once a month. Less than once a month, which is what I prefer. If we happen to be at a convention and all they have is hot dogs, I will eat a hot dog. If we happen to be at a convention and all they have is French fries, I will eat French fries. But other than that, I prefer to eat things like grilled chicken.
Me too.
So-
I like sushi.
Me too. We may have to go and pick it up, my dear, or let's call the restaurant and see what's going on. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, one moment. Ba-ba-ba-boo. Okay, let me make sure we're still recording properly. Oh, Lauren Mills responded to you. He says, it looks like I will be able to replace the chip. If you would like to talk about the repair, please give me a call. Oh, here, give him a call, and I will figure out the food, okay?
Okay.
I think it was called Walk Express. Here, we're going to go on a commercial break, my friends, and we will be right back.
Yeah. Sweet.
Welcome back from that commercial break, my friends. I hope that you buy whatever Casper mattresses or whatever that Spotify is telling you to buy. Now, my friend, we were just talking about the most number of customers you ever served at Dunkin' Donuts, and that sounds like a fascinating story
Now,
to tell for the radio.
There's most that I've ever served in a day. There's most that I've ever served by myself.
Oof. Well, let's get that one first. Most by yourself.
Most by myself. There were approximately 20 people.
Mhm.
Plus, the back room.
20 people. Hold on, let me write this down. One
There
moment.
were
20 people plus the back room. What's the back room mean?
the back room has the ovens, has the muffins, has the donuts, all that jazz.
Oh, so this is where they actually warm up the food. Because many people may not know that Dunkin' Donuts does not make the donuts themselves.
Actually, Dunkin' Donuts doesn't even warm up the food. What Dunkin' Donuts does is they get the donuts in, and what they bake are pre-made muffins.
Wow. That is very
Basically,
sad.
they come in the muffin dough and whatnot, then you have to put them in the oven, and then you have to do all that jazz.
Jesus. Okay, so you had 20 people, in front of the counter, I assume?
Yep.
20 people at the counter.
Actually, there were 10 people at the counter, 10 people in the drive-thru. Everyone was stoned out. Everyone was on illicit drugs at the time. And I had to get the people at the counter, the people at the counter, the people in the drive-thru, and the muffins.
And you had to fix the muffins. Okay.
And I had to fix the muffins.
Fix muffins.
And bagels, because they actually they also bake their own bagels, believe it or not.
My guess is they get them pre-made and then warm them up.
No. They get them dough, frozen.
That makes sense, yeah. Super concentrated. That makes sense.
Dough, frozen, and then they have to bake the bagels.
I see. Okay.
And
got it.
I learned more about bread than I care to. I have more knowledge
why
about.
Why are we not serving bread at our stand? Because we have a popcorn maker that is great at warming up warm bread. Do you know how much pan bread we could sell?
Well, the thing is, we need an oven.
Okay, let me start this over because we are communicating past each other, my love.
That's fine. Now,
we have our popcorn stand. I need you to let me speak for a moment, please. We have our popcorn stand. I'm going to draw you a picture of the popcorn stand, okay?
Yes.
Right? Lots of popcorn in the popcorn stand.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if we were going to sell bread and cookies also, what would we need to do that? We would need a warming pan, obviously. So we would need something similar to this, but just a separate one. Okay?
Yes.
Same way that they have at the Mexican-American restaurant, the blue one that you like so much because it's a bright blue.
And they also have quality food, but...
True, but I just noticed that you chose the restaurant that was the most brightly colored in town. I am not surprised. It's just very funny.
Now, getting back to my story, thank you
for
the interruption.
Yep, go ahead.
So, getting back to my story.
Mm-hmm.
There were 20 people in total.
Jesus.
Plus several $100s worth of merchandise in the back that was being cooked.
Jesus.
And I had the lovely task of taking care of people in the front, taking care of people in the drive-thru, making sure nothing burns out back.
Jeez. And they were expecting you to do that by yourself?
I managed to not just meet their expectations, exceed their expectations.
Really? What did you do?
I managed to give the people in the front excellent service, the people in the back, the people in the drive-thru18 service, and I didn't manage to burn anything.
That is impressive.
On my own.
That's
at
impressive.
At the age of 17, 18, or 19, something like that. It's been a while.
That's quite impressive, my love. Well done. Well done.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad that you got to tell that story for our
listeners.
listeners.
Saying that, I'm too busy, and there's 5 people?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there's 5 people. Not 5 people at the counter. 5 people in the store other than us. So a total of 7 people.
It's too busy. It's impossible.
I can't possibly print you out a job application right now. I can't do it. Impossible. Sure. I'm sure you would hate having a radio host working for you behind the counter. I'm sure that would not bring in business. I'm sure you wouldn't make millions of dollars. And since
I'm sure you wouldn't want a protege.
A robot character played by a radio host. Memoop, I am a protogen. Today, I am serving cupcakes. Beep boop.
Exactly.
Boop boop beep boop. Your protogen cupcakes are ready. Let me take them out of my chest.
I can take care of the ice cream. Oh, it's so difficult.
Oh, so hard. It's soft serve ice cream. If you can't figure out how to do soft serve ice cream, then please go back to school.
I need 18 caramel swirl. I need 18 caramel swirl, 18 mocha, 18 shots of peppermint, 18 shots of vanilla. I also need it no foam. I want it steamed, no foam, with triple shots of espresso. You got all that?
Jesus Christ. Yes. So I would like
somehow I managed to do all that.
That's impressive.
in the most spastic way possible. Of I'm like,
I'm not
these
surprised.
lines are neat. I don't care.
It's going to taste fine, and if you're not going to drink it, you're welcome to pour it in the garbage, and I will give you back your money. Next question. Okay, so what is the average order amount that you remember? Like $5, $10, $15?
Honestly,
I would guess about $10, but I don't know.
I am going to blame Dunkin' Donuts for my abilities of face blindness.
I bet. I'm sure you learned it there. So, again, I'm not asking about the people, I'm asking about the prices. So what would people typically order? What, like a bagel and a coffee? Something like that? Or like a coffee and a muffin? Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna yes and just say yes, a bagel, a muffin, because
Let's okay. If you don't remember
I don't want
the
to remember
numbers that you put in 10,000 times,
I
they
don't
need to do
want-
a better job of employing people. Next question.
I don't
Okay.
want to remember.
I bet you don't. Dunkin' Donuts. All right, so we're also going to write down the largest number of people you served in a day. What was that?
Oh my god, the largest number of people that we served in a day with a fraction of the staff was about 2,000
2,000 customers.
in a day.
Okay, so this was most by yourself. Okay, and this was most in a day.
I gotta check the num.
Oh, yes, please do. They're probably here by now. Most in a day, you said 2,000.
Okay. Boop it.
Uh-oh,
It auto logged out.
that's strange. I don't know why it would do that. 91 FRODO. Okay. Invalid. What? That doesn't make any sense. Hold on 1 second. Maybe they banned our account. That would be strange, but it's possible.
No.
I don't know. Let's find out.
My guess is that you, one, missed capital somewhere,
Probably.
and two, all apps time out. A lot of apps time out when inactive.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Where did it go? Oh, sorry, my dear. Let's just let me have you just walk out, take a look around, take your phone, and I'm going to try to do it on this phone, okay?
Okay.
My friends, we came up with another interesting improv idea here. And the idea is, what if we started broadcasting on the specific band that the North Korean government does? And we did this using satellites. Now, this is going to take a while to actually implement, but it's a thought experiment, okay? We would be able to overwhelm the North Korean government's signal, and the radios would start playing our message. Now, Link,
Yes.
I have a question for you. If you were going to convince with one radio broadcast, simply one radio broadcast, if you were going to convince the North Korean people to rise up against their oppressors, what would you say?
Well. What to say?
Because these people are so indoctrinated, they have never heard any other message. They have no information. They don't even have computers. There are about 5 computers in North Korea that are connected to the internet. We know because there's a couple of IP addresses. A couple, i.e. less than a dozen.
Correct.
And they have their own internet with Kim Jong-un and hookers. So, they do have computers for students in some of the colleges and stuff, but they are only connected to the Pyongyang internet. They are not connected to the outside world.
Correct.
So, if we were going to broadcast to North Korea from space, what would we need to be able to do it, Mr. Engineer Puppy?
Let's see. We would need a very large radio, something that would overpower.
Large radio telescope, specifically.
Yep.
Okay, yep. Go ahead.
Something that would overpower the radio stations.
Mm-hmm.
in North Korea, and just the one thing I would tell them would be information.
What information would you tell them? I have some ideas, but I want to hear your ideas first.
Let's see, what would be good information to tell them?
Let me put this in a different way, because you seem confused by the question for some reason. Okay, my dear, you are the President of the United States in this thought experiment. Hopefully we can make this thought experiment a reality eventually, but it's going to take some time. Now, you are the President of the United States in this thought experiment. You have the ability to reach into the homes of every North Korean citizen at once and tell them a few sentences before the radios get cut off by them shutting off the power grid to stop people from hearing what you have to say.
Well,
how would that feel to be watching from space as Pyongyang goes black because of you?
Well, then they would rise up, wouldn't they?
Because they would be in a city with no power, literally and figuratively, because the power grid would be shut off to stop people from listening to the radio.
So, no matter whatever you said, it would be effective.
Darling, why do you think I'm going to use this strategy? Obviously.
Doesn't matter what you say.
Correct. Now, here's what I will say. Because it does increase the probability of success.
Correct.
If your message is a good one. So, here's the message. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and have been given by God unalienable rights, among these life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Hello, my friends from North Korea. My name is Neil Fox. I am your furry president for life. That was a joke. And, unfortunately for you, today is the last day of Kim Jong-un's life. Because I have 17 aircraft carriers parked directly outside of your harbor in international waters. They all have missiles and nuclear weapons aimed directly at Pyongyang. I suggest you leave immediately for the Chinese border. Because if you are not over the Chinese border in approximately 24 hours, and the Kim dynasty has not surrendered in less than 24 hours, we are going to turn North Korea into glass. Next question. And that's how you get Kim Jong-un deposed on January 1st of 2029. Not even that difficult. Because he will never surrender. That's fine. He's welcome to try to sink a couple of our battleships, but I've played Battleship a lot. And if the other player is playing with matchsticks and you are playing with battleships, you win every time. Do you think I am scared of Kim Jong-un's missiles if he has them for approximately 30 seconds before we turn him into a pile of burning ash? Turn him, specifically, into a pile of burning ash, with SEAL Team 6 bursting into his whorehouse where he lives. And you, my friend, will be leading the charge. After our wonderful men and women in our armed forces make sure there is no one with guns anywhere nearby. You will walk in surrounded by approximately 12 people carrying machine guns. Yes, fully automatic machine guns.
I'm aware.
I'm clarifying for our radio audience because it is important. In that kind of a dangerous situation, you need 12 people with machine guns to protect the president, who will personally walk up to Kim Jong-un, who will be shitting his pants in fear, pull out your pistol and shoot him in the face. Do you think that might get his attention as a message to be played on his radio station? Because if he doesn't surrender in 24 hours, you, who will be waiting in a perfectly safe location, deep under the sea, where even if he shot a missile at it, it wouldn't matter. You would be in a deep sea submarine, prepared to board the battleships. Because we would simply kill everyone in North Korea with guns, which is approximately 2,000 people. 2,000 people. Not 200,000, 2,000. That is what is preventing the United States from liberating North Korea from the Kim dynasty. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But, my dear, why has the United States allowed the Kim dynasty to rule for so long? Because it is easier to make money when there's a war. Next question.
Correct.
If you have perpetual war, you have a perpetual money machine. And I'm sorry, I don't think we should treat the world like a casino. I think we should treat it like a national park. Because this shit is fantastic. I live within walking distance of multiple steakhouses. Do you know how rare that is?
Correct.
That is absurdly rare in America.
Hmm?
And it shouldn't be. Why is there not a beautiful steakhouse in every small town in America? In fact, I have a suggestion for a new type of business that we could run, okay?
Go ahead.
What if we made a company called Steak at the White House? Or something, it's very simple, the Presidential Steakhouse, or something like that. Just call it the Presidential. What if that was the name of your steakhouse?
I love it.
The Presidential, yes. Welcome to Dakota's Steakhouse, the only presidential steakhouse in existence. Because you, my friend, should simply go on a tour of the White House, which I would like to do as soon as possible when we visit Washington. We will go on a tour of the White House. We will meet some of the White House staff, and we will talk about our campaign on recording. Because they can't prevent us from recording if we are using ADA devices. And we will be able to say shit like we've just been saying to the people who already work there. Which I would be happy to do. And we will have it on recording. Now, my dear, I have a question.
I have an answer.
I certainly hope you do. My dear, what happens when the people in power start actually listening to what we have to say? What happens when every staff member in the White House starts spreading the rumor that there is a candidate who is going to win the election in 2028 if it kills us? That was a joke. But going to win the election in 2028. Very high likelihood. Not necessarily guaranteed at this point, but very high likelihood. And I start telling them about how we are going to change things for everyone permanently. Because that is what they want. They want to be part of the revolution.
Correct.
That is the spirit of America. People go to Washington who want to change for the better. They want to change the country for the better. They want to make the country better in the way that is best for their citizens. And that's why democracy works. Because you have to compromise. And when you stop compromising, you end up with an empire. The Roman Empire. Or, let's call it, in the name of our book, the Biden Empire, perhaps.
Correct.
The Trump Empire. The Obama Empire. The Clinton Empire. The Clinton Empire would probably sell 1 billion copies. Next question. The point is, once the ball starts rolling down the hill and starts gaining momentum, we cannot be stopped. What are they going to do? Ban radio waves? We lost our FCC license. Oh, too bad our satellites are still broadcasting on whatever band we fucking want. What are you going to do? Shoot down my satellites? That would be an act of war against whatever country will make me their president. Because, of course, we will need the power of a government to shoot the rockets into space to make the radio station, obviously. But it doesn't matter if it's the United States or not. And I would be shocked if the citizens of, say, Greece didn't want to get on board with something like that because they are a tourist destination. And so if we were launching 17 rockets a day from Greece, Greece would become even more of a tourist destination.
Yeah.
So, there will be a country that will work with us, whether I'm its president or not. Or Japan! My dear, do you know how much the Japanese would love to launch 17 rockets into space every day with me? That would give them endless joy. And endless joy is what matters in life. And I wanted to do it with Jesse, but Jesse does not want to do it with me, and that is not a problem. In fact, it makes some of the play of the game a little bit easier, actually. In some ways. Because, my dear, when you are a ball rolling downhill about to become an avalanche, everything helps you, even people saying no.
Correct.
We got turned down by the guy who made Borderlands. Do you see this studio that we just purchased for $17 million in the middle of downtown LA, replacing a Scientology church? Yes, I purchased this building with money that I made with my video games, Jesse Sosa. Who's the bigger man now? Because, darling, we got turned down by Gearbox as we started our campaign. That's fantastic. In fact, like I said, it makes some aspects easier. Because we can say, we are the most banned political candidates in history. The most banned ever! Because we are. But it doesn't matter unless we tell people about it.
Correct.
We've been banned off the internet, so we are creating the world's first post-internet campaign. I.e., why are people campaigning on the internet for votes? Why are they campaigning on television for votes? Obviously, radio is the way to do it. Why doesn't every candidate have their own radio station? Next question. Obviously, we should have stations that only play the information from political candidates, so that people can make an informed decision via listening to the issues in the candidate's own words, in the candidate's own voice. Yes, today's broadcast is brought to you by Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where we have 3 excellent people who are running for the city council. There is 1 seat available, and we have a Republican candidate, we have a Democratic candidate, and we have a candidate from the Link Labrador Wizards of the Coast, Disney, what was it? Frito-Lay, Coca-Cola, Apple and Microsoft Party. Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Why did you make the name so long? Anyway.
They were the companies I bought, so...
so that you just add, kind of like a lawyer firm where you just add to the name?
Uh-huh.
I find it very funny when you come across a law firm that's been around for 100 years and it's like, the firm of Sampson, Williams, Bistro, and Tootfart. And it's like, how am I supposed to remember how to pronounce that? How am I supposed to remember how to spell that? How am I supposed to even remember you exist? Make it simpler, please. So, anyway, that was the joke. But yes, I'm very excited to open for Maxwell Blade, and I'm very excited to upstage any other acts other than Maxwell Blade, because he deserves to be more famous than us, and we will make him more famous than he could have ever imagined. Darling, do you know how much joy it would give Maxwell Blade to be as famous as David Copperfield?
Yeah.
And do you know how much good it would do for the world, for the most famous magician in the world to be Maxwell Blade, a person who talks about gratitude, compassion, and kindness in every show? Because that's what the world needs right now. The world needs Maxwell Blade right now.
Yeah.
And if Maxwell and I and all of the people of this town work together, we can make it the biggest tourist attraction in the world. With him as the star attraction. And if people choose to just ignore me, I'll do it without them, and I'll make all the money. But if they want to make some money on the money train is about to leave the station. So if you would like some money, hop on the money train and start putting it in your pockets. Next
Correct.
question.
Exactly, my dear.
Indeed.
You're so cute.
You're cute.
I'm busy trying to murder a fucking dragon.
I'm busy trying to murder a dragon.
Why won't you die?
Why won't you die? Oh, we should practice some singing, my dear. Where is your cellular telephone?
I don't know. I lost it again.
Is this your cellular telephone? No, this is my cellular telephone. Here, I think we can... yes, here we go. Spotify. Let's see. What are good songs to sing along to? Oh, let's do some VeggieTales songs. That would be fun.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. Let's do... the YouTube will have sing-along, so let's do... Silly Songs with Larry! One of my favorite programs ever created. I love it! Silly Songs with Larry. I know it's one of your favorites as well.
Yes.
And one of the reasons why it's so excellent is because it is not religious. VeggieTales is primarily not religious because Phil Vischer is not a particularly religious man. He is a Christian, but he is also a realist and a highly enlightened person. And many of his views have changed since, 1993 when he made the first VeggieTales episode.
A little bit, yeah. You tend to change just a little bit after.
Unsurprisingly, people's opinions can change over the course of 30 years. And someone who created a fucking, a video company in their basement is, in his garage. My bad, Phil Vischer. I would like to send this audio to you, but, unsurprisingly, a person who started by making films about vegetables in his garage, evolved some of his views on the divine over the course of 30 years.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Happens very commonly to people as they get older. You would struggle to find a radical person over the age of 60. It does happen sometimes.
Well,
but it is unusual.
Sanders.
Well, Bernie Sanders is not a radical. Bernie Sanders is a realist. Because he looks at the world and says, we're giving them tax breaks to oil. We're giving tax breaks to oil companies, but we are not giving an equivalent amount of money to give away free college. What the fuck, people? Bernie, I will say fuck for you. How about that? Fuck the oil companies. Fuck them into the ground. Fuck them out of existence. Sue them out of existence. Please, Bernie, please, before you die, I would love for you to be my Secretary of Education. Bernie Sanders, please be my Secretary of Education. I would happily have you on my cabinet. I would happily give you the power of the Department of Education. Happily. And as much budget as you could ever spend. Bernie Sanders, would you please take $4 trillion or $8 billion trillion? It doesn't matter. I just need you to make the education system better before you die. Please? Please. Mr. Sanders, please. Please. Thank you. It's time for a commercial break.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.